Prepare yourself to take a voyage into the unknown.
already, slap happy.
This is the face of a beatdown because of what you see above me. Okay, folks?
Woohoo!
Alrighty, Saturday night, D&D with the Rejects and the Hot Toddies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm a little tired, but that's just the way it is. So hopefully we may see a few people come over from GaryCon Live after they finish Mr. Merle's game, but we'll see. So busy over there, kicking some butt. Had a full day. We've got a full day tomorrow. So that's what's happening, folks. I'm Duff563. Hello, hello. The ladies above me are the Hot Toddies. We're in episode 33 of Rise Up Against the Slave Lords.
That's so
Our little
crazy.
Greyhawk meets 5e, meets what other ever stuff I can cook up and throw at them to see, what they want to do. Let's do our introductions. I'm going to do a recap, but I'm going to be a little foggy on it, so they'll fill in the blanks. Because you're going to see a DM here tonight that has done almost no prep for this game because of other extraneous factors, and I'm fairly certain that I'm going to get nut punched from all of them tonight. So we'll see. Okay.
Flex
Izra,
those
you're up
skills, those improv skills, Duff.
Yeah, exactly. Start us off.
We'll kill
Got
him
it.
silly string.
Hey guys, I am Francis. I play Izra Gray. She is an A-Smart Paladin, and she may die. She's by herself with an evil cleric that she's trying to be flexible about because her goddess told her to be flexible if we're working on similar goals. So that's real hard for her. In Twitch, I go by Fort Worth Bell, and I stream a few days a week. You can find me on Twitter at Fort Worth Bell, and I would love it if you would come and check out my Etsy shop, Southern Studio Home, where I sell awesome jewelry, including some nerdy Critical Role and Dungeons and Dragons, Elvish type stuff. Yeah, it's thebomb.com, and go buy some for your girl if you're not a lady. That's all I got.
Or if you are a lady.
Yeah, Half-Baked
That's
Toaster
fine.
got
Girl,
his
too.
earrings, and his wife loves them.
Yeah,
There
she
you go.
does.
She
Yes,
loved her
that's what I
earrings.
want to hear.
Yeah, he was supposed to send you a message. Hopefully, I'll remind him to do that. Yeah, but he told me earlier. So, and apparently,
Let me see
Lori's
how
dice are the bomb. From everybody that's getting
There you
them.
go.
So there you go.
Nice.
Jana, you're up next.
Hello, everybody. I am playing Jana. She is the troublemaking warlock at the moment. I'm M. You can find me at twitch.tv/square-malix. All of my other socials on the About page. I've been live for 8.5 hours because we had a charity stream today, so a little bit brain dead. So hopefully, the dice help me out today. We'll see how that goes. Not sure I'm going to be thinking sharply, but yeah, that's it. So you can find me twitch.tv/square-malix, and let's see what kind of trouble Jana gets in tonight. I'm excited.
Maslani.
Hey, I'm Lori. I play Maslani, our fun little half-elf rogue who has a conscience. I think someone mentioned that last week. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I play Maslani. You can find me at Faith Tattoo Studio in beautiful downtown Golden, Colorado. You can get me online at Lori Pecchia or Lori.Pecchia on Instagram and Facebook. All my tattoo stuff is up there. I run Critical Failures here on the Praters channel, and I also run the 37 Zombies gaming group, bringing wonderful fun games to your convention live next year. Otherwise, we will be doing virtual games for Gen Con and whatever else stuff throws at me. And that's me.
All right, Big Sarah.
Hey guys, I am Kirsten. I play the High Elf Cleric Vixera. I'm not a very good cleric. That's
disagree.
that. I am an artist. You can find me mostly on Twitter and TikTok at Myriad_X is my social media handle for all of my social media platforms. That's it.
Ren.
Hi everybody, I'm Mandy. I'm an artist. You can find me all over the internet at the Mandy. my website is also themandy.com. If that helps, just Google me. You'll find my work. I am also, before Duff yells at me because he's been yelling at me every day. I am also a member of the staff over at TPK Games. I'm the community manager for TPK Games as of last week. Right? It's been a week.
Yep.
Oh my god.
We had a week. Yep.
It's been a week.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
She's old news over there now.
I am playing the human barbarian Ran Feldsworn. She's a big, strong lady, and I'm very excited to continue my journey in Barbarian Fight Club.
Right. Folks, like I said, I'm Duff563. Yeah, running on fumes too. Like the rest of us, we've got Founders and Legends happening over on GaryCon Live, and I had the first show, and Matt's doing the second one, and then we reverse gears tomorrow, and I've got the late show with Stefan Picorni. So keeping that all going because we're here to make Luke happy, and GaryCon happen. So and gearing all up to be able to go out there in full next year and have some fun. But we stream 6 nights a week here. We want to say also, like I said, many there, Total Party Kill Games is a sponsor of the channel, along with the Druids Den. So we'll put the links through chat on and off. Please support our sponsors. And yeah, tonight we're playing our Greyhawk meets 5e game, sprinkled in all over the Slave Lord modules. And when I say we're loosely based off of that. However, from last week, man, the party is pretty much split up. All 5 of them are almost all 5 of them are on different parts of the northern part of the city along the dock area as you can. Well, Duff, give them a minute. So, the northern part of the city, which is along the Woolly Bay area, they have been, getting in some trouble, creating some trouble, just trying to figure out the lay of the land and, what do they need to be doing? That's kind of up to them. Like Ren was saying, she has been pretty much sequestered in a fighting pit area, unknown to the rest of the group and herself, as she kicked some Oscar the Ogre's ass, and just kicked him but killed him. And so she was just kind of taken into
with her bare hands. I just want to
she's gonna say with her bare hands. She's been fighting, learning, and drinking lots of wine apparently.
That's
getting
right.
drunk, and kicking butt and taking names. Quite happy.
Very
She
drunk.
probably didn't see the rest of the group again. I don't know if she would shed a tear, but she is, and she knows that she's being prepped, or things are in the works for another match that's coming up. And it's got the group in, it's not really a gladiator group, so to speak, or what would be called like a ludus, things like that. But because this is Highport, and so this is not really a professional system. But she's learning and dominating and enjoying herself. Lori has found herself on the far eastern side of Highport with Glibbernose, Snot-Nose, Glibbernose. Let me pull up his name again. I forgot it all of a sudden. Glibbernose, something. The leader of
Grugnut.
Grugnut.
Grognot,
Oh,
Gibbernose.
Grugnut,
Yeah,
Glibbernose.
Grognot, yeah.
Something like
What
that.
they-
Oh gosh, here it already comes out there with the inspiration points. All right, so I'm assuming that's a point of inspiration for everybody. So chalk them up.
Thanks.
So yeah,
Thank you.
she had befriended, saved a goblin's life. It had been buried under some rubble from the Sturge attack. That it basically not really as an attack, but it was a full-on onslaught and swarm of Sturges that kind of swarmed over Highport one night. Took a lot of lives, and the goblins aren't very agile anyway, and he got trapped. His friends were trying to rescue him, and they couldn't understand the basic concepts of a lever and distribution of weight. And so she showed them, pulled him out, and they took her off to the goblin hideout. which there is a small section of it on the far eastern side of town. And Glibber knows had a proposition for her based on her wanting some information, trying to find out a little bit more about slave operations here in Highport. And, you know, where are the slave lords? Where's the operation at? That's something they haven't found yet. Yeah, Izra headed as the group of them when the three, Jana, Izra, and Vix were together for a short period of time. After Vixera found herself a displacer kitty. Yeah, they got a little separated because they noticed some goblins had been following them, and they created a small diversion, and Izra went one direction, the other two, not really paying attention, went a different direction, and Izra came around the corner and bumped into what would be best described as the disgruntled priest of Gurmesh. And so he is quite disgruntled about life and things in general, and he got him basically said, let's get back. It was starting to get to nighttime, and the city has been on quite a bit of a little tenseness here since it's been 1 day or 2 days now of since the nighttime attack of the stirred swarms. And so he's got her back at this Temple of Gurmesh, which is number 8 on the map. And then Jana and Vix headed back up toward the dock area to the Angie Wolf. And we're checking in there and trying to chat with Balagar, just trying to find out what was going on there. Vix, I think you were trying to understand what had happened with Jana and Ren when they went off on their own. And Jana said it was, some way this way, her normal, typical, whatever you want to call Jana. Her.
Yeah, that's Jana, right?
Pretty much. Yep. Yes, the enigma that is Jana. And so that's, I think that's where we left it. Everybody was kind of batting down for the night, right?
I am just chilling in my cell.
I think the only other thing was that Ren knows what was going on, but the only thing maybe not quite disclosed was that in the Angie Wolf, things were a little bit more hectic, but they were cleaning, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, right.
Because something's happening.
They said that
someone's coming.
An elf of great importance was going to be coming to stay there.
Man. Not sure if did they say elf? I think he's human, actually.
You strongly hinted that it was Marquesa.
Oh, there was an elf. That's okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank him. I didn't quite say that, but yeah, there's a female. There was somebody showing up. So then they got the evil bitch elf or something like that was said under breath, and that was supposed to be a clue. Any questions or I miss anything?
You're tired. Oh, Duff.
It's okay.
One of our wonderful viewers got me what was that, a rope of climbing?
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Was that Wu-Tang gave that to me?
I'll have to go back and look, but yes, you did. You were granted that through the card plays last week. That's correct. So you have this elf rope of climbing that is quite apt for a rogue. So,
right. And I believe we did that after we closed out the show.
We did.
So I just wanted to shout out and thank that person for the wonderful gift that I could mess stuff up with later.
Well, she will.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's unless there's any other questions, then we really have much going on, unless someone was trying to poke around at night, was going to do that, but there wasn't really much opportunity. Maslany was absolutely no way, because they got you surrounded. Well, let me just say you could try. So
yeah, no.
But you've got guards that are, and they put you in the middle. Did I put you on a map? Let me remember. Let's see.
Yeah, there was a really nice map with like runes and a little round room with a bunch of beds.
Let me bring that up. So we'll start there. Well, unless somebody wants to, you're not going to let the nighttime pass. I need to know.
I mean,
I have to ask that because if I don't, they'll go, well, I wanted to do this while there was nobody around.
I always have ideas, but I knew we were waiting a while before getting back to me.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I don't know
yeah.
I don't know how you want.
Well, they put you up, but they kind of put you in a little bit better cell. They started feeding you drink. They were cushioning you up, getting you ready.
Do they let me out of the cell at all?
No. Well, you're in a training area.
Only to train.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're underground somewhere.
Yeah, I would probably like insist on because like Ren doesn't sleep well. That's pretty much something that we've been talking about time and again throughout the campaign. Is she doesn't sleep very well. And so I imagine in her mind that she's spending a lot of time like working out, like training and working out, and even late at night. Like if there's nobody else in the ring, she's probably just finding a place to do like pull-ups or something like that. Like really,
you have plenty of opportunities to do that. Yeah.
Otherwise she'll be literally breaking down the fucking walls because she doesn't like being enclosed in a room. So every chance they let her out, she gets out. Otherwise, she gets testy, and they probably have found out that that's not a good thing for her to be. So that's probably what Ren's doing is like seriously heavily training, like constantly, and
everybody.
not for this stupid battle. She doesn't care about this battle. She just wants to use this time wisely, not get soft.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So that's Ren, but we'll get back to that because she's been quiet for a couple of sessions now, so we're gonna give her some funness. Let's see if this. I can't remember if this was. All right. Yeah. So. This was the Goblin camp, kind of situated over on the far eastern side, close to part of the wall and the last gate system that leads out into the wilderness of Highport. And there wasn't that far to the north of that campment was the orc station that was monitoring the entrance and exit to the eastern so-called gate that's there. There's really not much of a gate other than, standing area that used to be, walled off and all that, but it's kind of all crushed in, and they just, moved everything out of the way, but traffic still moves through that area on the eastern side. But we pick up that action. You're with Glibbernose and his goblin friends, and you remember he had, Maslany, he had a proposition. He wanted you to kill somebody, but y'all hadn't quite covered that yet. You were trying to negotiate with him.
Right.
And he said, we'd chat in the morning because you wanted information, and he wasn't willing to show it to you or tell you more about it unless you were willing to take on this contract.
Sure. So
if I remember correctly, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. I was spazzing out trying to get out of there, and you were like, nope, you're not leaving.
No, leave. She tries,
you're not
folks.
leaving.
She gives it the A+ effort.
I mean, are we at morning now?
I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to say everybody slept through the night except for Ren. Jana and Vix will may retro a little bit, but it was very active along the docks, and where y'all are at, for no doubt, because of that being, Jana knowing that it's not far from where the fighting pit was at, plus plus bugbears, orcs. It's pretty much a it's a nice spot, and they're cleaning, and there seems to be there's lots of activity kind of nothing new that y'all haven't seen. Y'all have been in and out of here for God, we've only been in the city for less than 2 weeks. Not been that long for y'all. So you don't have much to compare it off of too, but everybody, all y'all that were out, definitely, through the night, the scent of smoke would be wafting through the air, knowing that they've got multiple bonfires set throughout the city, trying to keep light to concern them because they are concerned about, this swarm that came out of nowhere. And then the stuff y'all heard, even the goblins with Maslany, chatting about this swarm. This was new. This ain't happened before in the city. So, but we'll move for, like I said, we went back to Moss, and it's going to be morning time, and You'll wake up to goblins, some moving about. Glibbernose doesn't look like he's moving yet. He's got snot running out of his nose. He's Glibbernose, snot nose. And yeah, people, but the goblins are moving about because there are a few, it is an encampment. It is a clan. How the different humanoids live in Highport, kind of in their own gang structures, clan structures, things like that. And you've probably got good 40 to 50. What's up, Time Lord? Please lurk. Good to see you.
All right. So the only people left in that room are me and Snotface.
Yeah, and a couple guards. Yep.
Oh, okay. But they're awake, yes?
Yes, everybody's slowly waking up, woke you up to this, smell of goblin stew or whatever it ain't porridge. I'll let you know that.
Is QB behaving?
Cube's behaving. You have to ask. I mean, so
is my bag like rumbling? And
yeah,
whatnot?
I'm going to say, let me look, hold on here.
Should I not give you this idea? Probably. But
You
it's
should have, but you
logical.
did. So thank you.
But it's,
Okay, so no, so we rolled there. You're feeling QB's, he's needing out. He is not happy. He hadn't been fed. You've got a disgruntled child in your bag.
Okay. So is there like a privacy screen or anything in here? Like I could go behind or
negatory?
No. Is there a
They're human, they could give a damn about what you look like.
That's true. So I'm gonna, oh God, I don't even want to put it over my head because it's probably disgusting. I'm gonna pull the blanket over my head and like feed him, like make like a little tent over myself, and so no one sees me doing it.
So tell me what you do.
Giving me like breastfeeding, like gotta cover
Yeah,
up
basically.
because people are being weird.
So
That's
actually, you know what?
funny.
Better yet, I have my own blanket because this is
Yeah, you do.
disgusting.
You do have a blanket,
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I put my blanket over my head and make like a little blanket for it over the back of the headboard, if there is some sort of thing.
You're on a cot.
On a cot.
Basically, yes, hay on the ground. It's barely
Okay,
even that.
so I'll just
Yeah,
sit
blanket on the
cross-legged
ground.
with my QB bag situation in my lap and throw the blanket over myself and feed him whatever bits of eel. Probably have some like eel jerky or something.
I had no problem, but you've always, you're getting slower on your seafood culinaire that you got QB eating, but you remember he'd gotten kind of tired of it, and you had fed it to him, and
Hold one moment. I have an inventory of things. I have an inventory.
People are
of-
wondering, what are we talking about? She has a baby gelatinous cube.
Wait, he has to make
as a kid.
an appearance every show. It's cute.
He's about the size. Well, he's grown because
Is
he
he
was the
this
size
size
of a
yet?
softball, but he is now getting to be a watermelon. That's him right there. Yes.
Yay, QB.
Okay. It's Cubert. She's got him in a glass container that she put into a chest, custom made for him. And, yeah. But she's awful mean mommy because she doesn't let him out enough.
Yeah, then he gets
Aw.
away. And naughty Cube.
He did. He
Um,
came back.
He did. I tell you what, since I need this is terrible. I need him to be chill right now. So I'm gonna take just a little bit of wine and just pour it on him.
Oh
like-
my god!
Like a half a shot glass. Like a half a shot glass. I just need him to be chill.
Is this like when parents used to like dip their children's binkies into like whiskey and
Wait.
put
Would
it
you-
in their mouth?
Yes.
Francis,
Would you-
have
Turned
you
out
taken your
fine.
child
Oh,
on a
sorry.
flight?
Except
Would-
that is a valid remedy for teething. I'm just
It's actually, we do Benadryl, so.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to
It's
say.
a Benadryl.
Benadryl is-
Yeah, we
is
did
the
it. We did
bomb.
it all the time. Trust me. I'm just laughing that she's doing it to her cube. Would you make me 2 dexterity rolls in the
that
tower,
sounds
please?
dirty.
2 dex rolls
Yeah.
in the tower.
In the tower.
Tough.
Oh yeah. All right. There's one. Come on. So you're feeding him and all that, and he's kind of wiggling his way out of he wants out.
No. And
He's,
I'm no.
Okay. And he so you try to grab him because he's trying to wiggle his way out. He wants on the ground.
Yes, I grab him and I shove him back in the box and go.
Well, this is a cube now of acid that you're
oh,
trying
that's
to.
true. I mean, I have gloves on. Clearly, I sleep with my gloves on.
Hold on. Yeah, you well, I don't know that, but yeah, you do know that even though he doesn't do it intentionally to you, but
he wants out.
I'm trying to get you free, QB, but she's fighting me. I'm doing my damnedest.
Here, wait. Before does he get all the way out?
I'm trying to see if I can get him to it's gonna burn your hand, you know, and you drop him and he slithers he slithers under a rock. But I thought I opened up the player's handbook. Duh, wrong book, Duff. I need a goblin.
Oh, I know what to do.
You can try it, yeah. So a goblin.
I'm gonna try and bribe him back.
Okay, yeah, the goblins aren't paying attention. Okay, so
okay, good. I've got a little silver ring, and I just put it in my hand, and I kind of shimmer it so it hits the light, just so.
So you're doing that. So you notice, yeah, you peek out and you look. The goblin guards they're looking at you, and they just think you're an idiot anyway. But then all of a sudden you're looking back down, and you're trying to finagle him, and she's trying to hop out, and you're good, grabbing him and putting him back into the chest and all that. And then all of a sudden you hear something like a twig break right in front of him, and you come face to face, and there's a little child goblin looking right at you.
Uh-oh.
And he goes, "What is that?" He just kind of says it in broken.
No.
Very choppy goblin. What that? And you're hearing some grumping, and then you think you hear mom's voice, just calling out. What's that?
Okay, I look at him, and I've still got the silver ring in my hand.
Oi,
yeah.
Oi.
I go, look, and I hand him the ring.
He throws the ring. He throws it behind him. And he's pointing. What's the toy?
Get him, QB.
You lose. So as you're messing with the kid, QB falls out of the bag and sucks up under a rock.
Well, he's under a
And
rock.
the kids look at it all at and go, "What's the toy? Look at what?" And he's like pointing. He waddles over. Look at this, and he's trying to play. And you see Cubert, is it like poking, like, looking up underneath the rock. You see a little bit of it come out, and toy. And Cubert all of a sudden he slides up and he shoots up under. He goes up under the wall. The kid's chasing him, and he goes north up underneath that major outcropping right behind you, like which was a tower. He goes inside there, and the goblin little kid is chasing him. He's on his all fours, and he's trying to dig, and he's and then you hear this mom goblin yelling, "Where's my dad?" Yelling and all that, and she's like grabbing, and she comes in there, and she gives you this evil eye like you're doing something, and she tries to grab her kid, and he's like, "No, die," yeah, and she pulls him away.
Well, that's lucky.
Hubert's under the wall.
I'm gonna go into my rations and see if there's anything tastier than eel.
And what you hear, as you're doing all that is, there's a goblin, kids like, "I don't get to have any fun." I like to do spoiled bratty kids. Other people will tell you that I'm very good at it.
I could tell.
Okay, and this goblin's making just a scene, and you know, he lets us, and you hear another yell, and the kids, you hear the and there's 3 or 4 more pitter pats of feet that are on the other side of the wall. Now they're on the north side over here, and they're yelling and screaming and trying to look underneath the tower.
Shit. Okay.
And that will cut.
Wait.
No to Isra.
I had to- just for reference sake, am I alone in the room at this point, or is it just me?
The other
and
ones
Snot
that,
Nose?
so Glibbernose and them, they were laughing, and the kid was messing around. They weren't paying attention to what you were doing at all. And
Okay.
he, you know, but the guards kind of positioned themselves so they would be able to see what you, if you tried to get up and leave. So they
Got it.
definitely are
Okay.
there, but they definitely, you know, they weren't watching what the kid was doing.
Did the alcohol have any effect?
On the Cubert? No.
That was a waste. All
Well,
right.
you don't know, actually, honestly, because she's trying to bait me to try to establish a line of communication with this gelatinous cube, and we haven't got there yet. She's trying to figure out how she's going to communicate with her child,
Cube.
who clearly wanted
Sign
out.
Language.
But that is, like I said, we'll hold for a moment while we have child's play happening in the Goblin Camp. And that's right, I have been waiting, and I'm going to get more childish maneuvers on y'all. So just get ready, because the spoiled kids are out. Isra, you wake up in the dilapidated Temple of Gramash, which, like I said, it's got some of the iconography still of Grimesh, but it also has a good bit of it's like been painted over, or, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Big words here, and I'm tired. Desecrated.
Painted over like graffiti.
Yeah, the graffiti. Well, it's not been graffiti, but the Earth Dragon. Some of this iconography has been kind of painted over. This temple, he kind
Gotcha.
of, yeah, he was bitching about members that he didn't want to be here, and he really despises the Earth cultists because they've been kind of, well, they basically, you know, made him convert to that when he is a temple, you know, he is a cleric of Grimesh.
Mhm.
And you've been learning this because it's all fairly new to y'all since y'all aren't even from this world.
Right.
And so, but he's, you know, told you that they took it over, and he's had to admit to it, and he thinks they're a bunch of pussies, and, you know, he doesn't like them, and you know what, they just need to have their comeuppance, you know, need to have their ass handed to them. But they've taken over.
Happy
They've
to
taken
help
over a
them.
good bit of the city, along with the slave lords.
Okay.
So, and y'all kind of knew that was happening, so y'all have
Mhm.
heard this and seen some of the relationships already in play.
Before Aisha would have gone to bed, she would have made sure to update her map of the city that she has with as many details as she could pop in there. And she would have written in her journal for a little bit to just about like what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Nope, understood. Too many syllables. All right now. So what do you do when y'all wake up? He's, you know, you probably hear some chanting. That kind of what wakes you up, coming from their somewhat of what you consider an altar area. You know, the temple is at least got 4 walls and barely a roof on it. You know, it's in better condition than several of the buildings around it, just because it is a place of religion and, you know, and who they are.
So I will leave my little sleeping cubby, whatever, and head towards the chanting to find my new friend.
Yeah,
name
they're
I
in
can't
front of
remember.
this. Yeah, so there was a small little altar that was kind of toward the back of the, you know, the worship area, but it looked like, you know, it hadn't been
Covered in
used
blood?
recently, but yeah, it's quite stained and icky and gross, and
She's a little concerned about if there's going to be new blood there when she walks
Mhm.
in.
yeah,
what
you're
do I see?
you're tingling. No, you don't see any. No, you don't see any tingling. They actually, actually, you know what? Hold on, let me roll this. Ooh. So it might have a body on it, you know.
Duff.
Yeah, it probably does.
Son of a freaking biscuit.
But what you see though, that body, that definitely wasn't a new kill.
Okay, that's kind of gross. She's just, you know, it's light outside. She's gonna just step outside and wait for them to be done and try to not think about it and, you know, do her own little prayers outside. Are you sure? Are you sure we're being flexible for common goals? I just want to make sure. You know, this is. Am I still on the right path?
You'll have to question yourself daily or hourly on that. Yeah, as you chat with your God, who's, you know, all of y'all worship, you know,
Dial
been
tone.
getting lots of busy signals. Yeah, a lot of bzzz, lately. Yeah, so you hear, they kind of finish up, and you hear maybe what sound like a splat, and then some kind of mumbling, talking, and all that, and then you hear some footsteps coming your way, or back toward the front area where you were at.
Okay,
But you're outside though.
I'm just outside the door.
Okay.
I guess I'll slide back inside if it sounds like they're done.
Yeah. Well,
Or
you're
he's
sliding
done.
back inside. You come back in, you know, face to face. Bro, what do you say, Nabuk? When that named him?
Nabook. That's what it was.
Nabuk. Yeah. Nabuk.
Good morning, Nabook.
Yeah, he, you know, in his orcish common, you sleep well. No,
Yep.
no featherless chickens attacked last night. Good for city.
Yep. So
Why you here again? Forgot what we
because
talked about.
You brought me here, man. And you know, we have a common enemy, these Earth Dragon cultists.
Oh, don't say that. Shh. They're right there. Some of the new acolytes. Shh. Shh.
Okay. They're you know, but I feel for you. I feel for your plight. You know, they're forcing you to worship a way that you don't want to worship, and that's not right.
Gramusha is the great orc god. He's the only one orcs should worship, not some scaly dragon live in a mountain.
You know, I hear ya, and you know, my friends and I, we've taken out several of these cultists in other
How
parts
you do
of the,
that?
Well, we have this barbarian friend. She's pretty fierce, and then you know, we got a couple of spellcasters that are pretty talented, and a rogue who comes up with the craziest ideas that sometimes work. And you know, it all kind of fits together, and somehow we're surviving and thriving.
Sounds cray to me.
Oh, I mean, but here I am. There's a reason we met, my friend. My
Why
goddess,
you think we
your
met
god,
then?
My goddess, your god, neither of them like this Earth Dragon. I feel like we've been thrown together because we have this common goal.
And what are you gonna do about it then?
Well,
How you help Nabuk?
how are you going to help me?
Who said I was?
Well, if you know, common goal means we're both
Yeah,
working
maybe-
towards the goal.
Maybe you
Naboo.
should be on the altar. Maybe that's how I
you
help.
You could certainly try. I really wouldn't recommend it, especially not when I can be more helpful to you. You know, outslaying some Earth Dragon cultists. But what I really need is just, you know, whatever information you have about them, their operation, who the main players are, and you know how we
Who's
can get
them?
close to them. The Earth Dragon cultists, and really, if you know anything about the Slavers as well, since they're the ones who.
Don't say that. Shush.
I am whispering, sir.
Shush. And
Whispering.
he's trying, yeah. But his whispers are still fairly loud, you know.
You need to keep your voice down. I know how to whisper.
What do you want to know about them? They have eyes, ears everywhere. They run the
Well,
city.
Not for long.
Oh,
Um,
you need a big army to be able to beat the cultists. They everywhere, not just here.
he-
This is just one small spot of their operation.
maybe, but it only takes one domino to fall over to start a chain. To knock over a whole row. All we need is the people here who are fed up with the slavers and this way of life to come together and work against them. What we need is a revolution, really.
Oh, that's right. Oh boy. Oh my
Viva la
God.
revolution.
Okay.
You're
So, yeah,
welcome,
we-
Duff.
All right, baby.
Oh
Common
my God. All
enemies
right, Francis. I
make
see how you're
friends.
playing. Okay. So bringing that back around. Okay.
It makes sense,
so,
Duff.
well, he's
Yeah, Duff.
So he goes, revolution's one thing, but to kill the snake, you must cut the head off.
I agree, but to be able to sneak up on the snake to cut its head off, you also need a distraction, and a revolution is a great way to do that.
Yeah, but you ask a lot. A lot. Because this
It will take
orcs,
a
because you're
lot.
well, and he goes, orcs run this city, and orcs are loyal to the slavers and the earth cultists.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't orcs supposedly loyal to Grimush?
They should be,
Right.
but
So maybe they
they've been
should be
turned.
loyal. So let's turn it back.
then we have to take them out here first. Then
I agree. This is
But
the
you-
first.
you-
This is the first domino.
you would have to travel farther and deeper. This is to go to their wherever they operate. This is not their where they all headquarter from. That is even
Well-
farther into the Pomarge, I believe. I've never been there, but that is the rumors.
Honestly, if we can make this work here, we could get more
Well,
information to find out where the next domino is, and
Mhm.
then go take that out.
Then you'll have to
And they keep going.
you have to infiltrate the operations center.
Okay. She pulls out her map. Show me where it is.
He goes, he believes he had never been there. He has not been. He will tell you, yes, he offered to go, but Pieta would not let him go there. And he told you that Pieta is basically the leader of the cultists here in Highport. And she is the one that made him turn this temple into another, basically a small acolyte place, to kind of beginning operations, and then kind of training center. Though he can tell he doesn't do a really good job at it, but he believes that there is a processing operations center somewhere just east of the south gate. But unless you are, he says, unless you are there to do business with the slavers, have the right credentials, you will never get past the first main checkpoint, which is number 4 there at 18 or 19 on the map,
Mm-hmm.
plus a couple other checkpoints that are in that area. They do not let anybody just walk around in that section of Highport.
Okay, so
They have they need there's a processing center there, and you come in and you are checked in, processed through the command gate there, we're at number 4, between buildings 18 and 19, which are just buildings labeled. Don't worry about some of the numbering system for what this map does. This is just to kind of give you a lay of the land. But then he points that also is that some of the nobility and some of the slavers and those who truly have money and pass their test he will tell you that they are, the royalty types they're funneled over into 7. They're funneled over into that area, kind of, which is the nicer part of Highport, but that is where the bigwigs live. And those who have money and are, have truly checked out, do lots of business with the slave lords and come here a lot. Everything else to the south of that toward the docks is just run of the mill crap, the gangs, the clans.
North to the docks.
North, sorry. Yeah. God almighty.
Okay.
I don't know why I keep flipping around the damn map in my head.
No, I just want to
Yes.
make sure. I want to try to call you out.
Yeah, north to the docks. So,
Okay.
yeah, where y'all have been at and all, it is just kind of run of the mill areas where anything goes. But you've seen the sailors come in, and all those come in from shiploads, and they drink and they carouse, and there's death and destruction, and there's it's the slums to the nth degree. But then as y'all haven't known that, but he's telling you that you go farther south. Along that road there, the Slave Road, what they call it, it's either been cleaned out, or they have major patrols that move through those areas and check papers all the time. You have to check out and have a reason for being in that area of town, and he tells you it has to do with slaving and their operations.
Okay.
And Pieta comes from there all the time. She always comes up from that area. She does not stay here. She stays in either the nobility area or the processing area. She checks in. She says she has bosses she has to talk with all the time. But you should just let her run the city, but they won't.
I really want to talk to her with Ren. I mean, that would be perfect. Good call, back off. We get all the information.
But good luck getting to the processing center.
No, but you don't happen to know anyone who, like, an artist who makes papers?
Go talk to stupid. What do we? Not
Trying to make
Yazbar.
a zine? Are you
Right.
trying to make a
Writerson?
revolution zine?
I
Who are you
mean,
talking to?
Hold on.
No,
Make-
I'm
make-
trying
make
to
some
get papers
pamphlets.
forged.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make
He
some
goes.
pamphlets.
Yeah. Talk to Caspar.
Ye old
Cat-
zine maker. I'm
Now,
gonna show
I
it.
haven't actually heard of Caspar yet, correct?
No, you have
Because
not. That is
Janet
correct.
told me zilch.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
not revealed anything to any of y'all, really,
Okay.
in her ways.
Jana is such a chatterbox. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right. That's right.
Okay. Isra notes Caspar in her journal.
Yeah, leader
Um,
of the human clan to the docks and all that. He thinks he's a thief, a scoundrel, but
He sounds very sexy, this Caspar.
ugh.
Okay.
oh no.
Um,
Sorry, I
okay,
just had a thought.
I love your thoughts, Lori.
Oh, we're gonna end up in some weird love triangle. Y'all are gonna
Nah.
be fighting over Caspar. Just
nah.
saying.
I don't know if Jana
Um,
cares. We're gonna find out.
Roll for attraction.
Yeah.
Okay. So Caspar is the leader of the dock humans specifically, but not leader of the humans in general.
He's one of them.
Who else are? Let's see.
He's the one you want to chat with. You asked him about that. He would be the one to go talk to about papers. Maybe.
Okay. And who is the leader for the orcs?
Would have told y'all what was the name I gave y'all. Dun, 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 dun. We made a correction, and I gave y'all a name, and I gotta remember what it was. A while back ago, it was when y'all asked the acolyte after the
Oh, in the Discord.
Yeah, it was in Discord. It was after the y'all capture the acolyte after Satine, the battle with Satine, and with that deal. And I gave y'all the wrong name, and I'm trying to go back, and I told y'all, retcon this.
Narlot. It should have been Thag Narlot.
Where the hell was that? Because I got to go back through hours and hours of y'all. Look at all this stuff in this damn chat of y'all.
What?
July 2nd, Duff.
what are you talking
July
about?
2nd.
July 2nd. One moment. Sorry, folks. Okay. Yeah. Thag Narlot. Yes. The name. That is the name of the leader of the orcs.
So there's also goblin communities here, though. Who's the leader of the goblins?
Glibbernose, she says. Watch out, Cyber. I'm tired.
So what
Okay,
I'm
so we're gonna have to
I'm gonna
figure
kill
out
some
all the
players here in a little bit.
leaders- Gotta get all the leaders
This is
together
why we're
to
supposed
revolt.
to have the backup conversation, Duff. We didn't do that. Okay, so I was just like thinking out loud here with him, like as a sounding board. So it seems to me we need to get Gibbernose, Caspar, and Narlot all on board with this revolution idea.
He starts laughing almost immediately. He tells you that Narlot is already a priest of the Earth Dragon. And he runs
Okay, so
the
not
orcs
that one.
here. Yeah, he runs the orcs here. But he very rarely comes here to Highport.
Is there who's
yeah.
local? Who's an orc that's local that's higher that might be sympathetic to you and Grimesh?
None.
Anyone?
Mm-mm.
You have no one.
He tells you from the orc standpoint, they will never cross Narlot. Never.
Okay, we're just gonna have to figure that out.
Because the
later.
ruler of the orcs that actually combats this and rules from the Pomars, I'll look up the name for you and all that. They pretty much are all loyal to him and come from his forces that come here to Highport. And they have an agreement as they run security for the slave lords, which you've kind of known already and seen. But you're hearing the names now of actually who commands some of this stuff.
Okay.
I'll find the king's name here in a little bit. It's changed over of the iterations and versions and all that, but at the moment, it does not matter for what you're trying to do. So it's not a consequence. The orcs here run, and so you're 10-1 for 10 orcs for every other humanoid creature that's in here. Roughly what we've said in the past, easily. So,
in your culture with your god, is there anything that would, like, if there was a miracle from your god, like a visible thing that would convince some of these orcs to at least question their loyalty to the Earth Cultist?
Say that again. I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Like, if they were to see like an obvious sign from Grimesh, would
he would tell you, so what you're trying to, and the pull down is remove those in command here to start with. That will create if you're wanting turmoil, wanting chaos and confusion, Start there. Start with that first.
So who's the orc in charge here? Make up a name, Duff. I know you don't have it. Just make it up.
Bob the Orc.
What? What do we do, Mandy?
Yep.
And
Lork.
Fantasy
sorry,
name
what?
generator.
FantasyNameGenerators.com, folks. And we go to orc names and we go get me some male names, please. And we're gonna say
you should have like 5 different instances of this open at
I
all
know,
times.
so I know. So
I just like print out a
Trouble.
bunch.
You need a
So,
human, you need
hold
an
on,
elf, you
yeah.
need a
So,
goblin,
just go.
you need an
Yeah.
orc. Yeah.
Here we go. Knurl. GNURL. Knurl. No, those are too good. Knurl. Oh God, those are horrible.
Orc bottom.
Abbas. Knurl Abbas. There you go. Abbas.
Got it.
Abbas?
He lead the
What?
orcs here.
Mama
Is he a
And
mia.
Disney name?
I assume he's also going to be in the processing center area. Is that correct?
Have no idea. Not seen him for a long time.
Okay, so here's what you can do. Start discreetly. Can you be discreet?
What's
I'm
up,
not
Zenfro?
sure with the volume of your voice if you can be discreet, but I need you to try.
Try what?
Find out where he is.
More than likely, he not in process center. Doubt it. He'd probably be in the royalty area.
Royalty area.
Yeah.
Okay, which I marked down on my map.
Yeah, that's the 7
And I-
area behind the yeah.
And I marked down where what's
Yeah,
her
we'll
name?
put markers.
Pieta. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
I,
yeah.
I'm just
what
trying
you,
because Francis is not going to remember this.
that's
So
fine.
I'm
Yep.
just writing it down.
Well, I can tell you that
Um,
Mandy and Kirsten are writing down too. So
Yeah, I know.
because they'll
I'm
question,
not-
they're
I'm
going to
not-
give me a test on it afterwards.
I
Oh.
mean, do you want to know what I'm doing right now? I'm drawing a goblin in my notebook,
There
actually.
you know, I am so
That's
engrossing
so
and giving him
great.
such a great story tonight that I've got her
That's how I
dozing off,
listen.
drawing a goblin.
Hey, hey, that's how I listen. You know this.
I know. Oh, you're fine. Yep. So I've been waiting for this anyway. Y'all have been slowly skirting around trying to get information slowly, and that's where we're trying to drive everything. And each
Yeah,
one of y'all
sorry
have got some pieces
take
of
up so much
information in
time.
front of you. No, you're fine. No, I don't have a problem with that at all. You haven't had your own moments anyway, so this was perfect for Iser.
This is not exactly what Iser would imagine for her own moment. She wants to go kick some ass, but that's okay.
It's coming. Viva la revolution is what you're, you know. Okay.
All
Well,
I want. Okay.
dinner, dude. Thanks. Welcome to the
Iser's metal as
rejects.
fuck.
Okay, Notebook. 2 more. Caspar, where can I find him? And Gibber knows where can I find him? Or who would know?
Don't ask. You'll be killed. You know, that's the last thing you want to do is ask where they're at. That's, you know, that just reeks of
funny,
amateurism.
because
Yeah.
We were at.
So,
I
yeah,
totally
yeah.
asked about Gibber knows last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. That'll get you in trouble. That'll get you killed. You know, so dumb way. But go talk to Balagar, the Angry Wolf. Maybe he know. See how
No, I
I
didn't
weave all
meet
that
him.
together?
I did meet him, right? Because he's the one who told me that he didn't see Jana when Jana was upstairs hiding, doing her little spell.
No, that was
I
that
was
was
doing
Yazbar at the Norwell. That was at the
Norwell,
Norwell
okay.
Inn. Yeah,
Different
no,
inn. Okay,
Balagar's
got
at the
it.
Angry Wolf.
Okay, Angie Wolf it is, and
Mhm.
Gibber knows.
He goes,
I have a friend
Why
already
you
looking
plan?
for
Why
him.
you plan to? How you think you're going to get past the guards? Where you got to go find processing center. You got to go find it.
Well, that's why I was asking
Maybe-
about an artist to make
Maybe-
papers.
So what you think you might find forger. God almighty, my words tonight. A
Roll
forger. You
forward,
you
Duff.
make fake papers that get you past the gate. Get you past the checkpoint.
somebody who makes forgeries.
Order paper, but yeah. So we need to talk about, because then maybe I go with you, maybe I help, because I could at least try to, show them, because you're to go there, you're gonna have to deal with being a slaver and purchase. You're going to have to make a purchase.
Okay. That would work. So
yes.
do you need papers?
I don't need papers. They might let me in, but if at least someone with you, other people from here with you will make more
lend some credibility.
sense. Yeah, exactly. You just going up there saying we want to buy slaves and no bona fide, you get killed.
Okay. Going with an
on the spot.
Such as yourself certainly couldn't hurt. Okay. That sounds
Maybe you
awesome.
come up with distraction too. Might be able to confuse. And maybe with all the distraction they let us in.
I've got a rogue for that. We can. And this is the beginnings of a plan.
Yeah. Right.
She has
feeling
a
good
plan.
about this. Does she? Does she already have a plan?
No, you have a plan. I'm excited.
Yeah,
you have a plan.
I have a plan. I have the beginnings of a plan. Could you direct me? Like, how do I? And she pulls out her map again. How do I get back up to the Narwhal Inn? Is there a shortcut other than the way?
Yeah, you want to go to the
Angie
Angie Wolf. You wanted to go to the Angie Wolf.
I want to know.
You want to go see
shortcuts
Balagar.
of both then. Yeah.
Oh,
we'll do that.
So he pull out the map and he's going to mark it for you. 6 on the Highport map. 6 is the Angie Wolf, and 2 is the Narwhal Inn. And don't forget, I have those marked in the notes tab under Fancy Grounds, the big notes. Okay. Yeah. So that'll tell you. So he will kind of point those out a little bit on your map. That's,
Okay. Nabuk, I'll be in touch, sir.
Okay.
I'll be in touch.
I be here.
If you have an emergency and you absolutely need me, leave word at the Narwhal Inn.
And die? I would never do that.
Why not?
No one trusts anything, at the Narwhal, the docks and all that. I would soon just cut my head off.
You know what? I have
There are eyes and ears everywhere.
Okay, I'll find you.
What's up, Zenfrox? Welcome to the Rejects. Yeah, he says, I'm always here. Always training. Always killing. Sacrificing. For the wrong god.
Maybe we
You
don't
sure you don't want to give a little
into...
blood to the altar?
My goddess told me to be a little more flexible. That feels more like
Just a
I'm
little?
going to bend so much that it's
A
going to
little pinch?
No, I don't know. And maybe
might like it.
In earmuffs. I'm going to put on my earmuffs now. And
Once you go evil.
Yes.
What's the back half of that one there, Duff?
I'm not going there. No, not doing it. Nope.
Y'all have cookies? And I think that's scene for Isra. I think.
Okay, so you step out, you thank him, and yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, you got plenty to chew on there. Okay,
start heading towards the Angie
yeah,
Wolf.
you've been there, and so that takes quite a while. That conversation took a good bit of time there.
Yeah,
definitely. A good bit into you'll have chucked a few hours into that conversation there. So while we're doing that, then we move to Jenna and Vix, who find themselves coming downstairs while waking up to, you hear commotion outside. You see, they're wow, that you didn't know that, they knew how to use brooms and shovels cleaning up stuff. But you see most of them are, goblin types, smaller humanoids being bossed around by bugbears and orcs to clean some of the dock areas, especially where it looks like they, some of the main ships will come into the docks that are actually useful, which are right in that area where y'all are at. because there is a slave. You know, you've seen it. Know that at number 3 there, that is actually it's number 5 is the what? Oh no, I'm sorry. Which one is what? I'm
Number
speaking.
6 is the processing. Not the processing, the shipment.
3 Zanguel. Thank you. 6. Thank you. I had it backwards. My bad. Okay. So 6. Yeah, you're seeing that. Lots of hubbub happening there. Cleaning up. You'd seen some of it when y'all came in. You don't hear the riffraff normally you would hear downstairs that you would in the mornings and things like that. What are we doing? What do you want to know?
I'm gonna look at Jana and so were you on some kind of like task or something that we interrupted you yesterday, or?
Oh.
Here we go again.
Yeah, I've got some business that I was trying to take care of at the Northern Dock encampment. Looking for some goblins that were getting into trouble, so.
Did you take
That's
care
kinda
of it,
all she
or?
says. No, we got held up a little bit and got off track, and then Jana just like trails off. Like she just completely forgot what she did yesterday and like just doesn't even know.
Do you want my help, or should I just fuck off somewhere while you go do your thing?
Well, that's a good question. Let me see what Jana wants. Oh. Hold on, let me actually. Okay. I think I would like if you stuck by. I also would like to, since we're here, if you'd like to come with. I was gonna go pay a visit to Ren if she's still where I left her before I head up.
You just see Vix kind of just kind of like take a deep breath in, just kind of like, oh, where you left her. Love that wording. That's a great wording for it. I'm going to send a message to Isra just to let her know where we are. So I'm going to cast Sending.
You can find her.
And I'm going to be like, hey, Isra, it's Vix. If you couldn't tell, we're at the Angry Wolf. Lot to explain. Okay, love you, bye. You're muted, Francis.
Oh. The first thing you hear is, oh, I love you too. How many words do I get? 25?
25.
Yeah.
25?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Headed that way. Have lots to tell you. We're starting a revolution. Shit, what
Like
else?
somehow
Wasn't
Moss
Moss's
and Ice were
idea.
on the same wavelength somehow. Don't know how that happened. I'm paying the price for this now. I know it already. Okay.
Okay, 8 words.
Look, that's why Mandy's holding up fingers. Like, why is Mandy holding up her fingers for?
Yeah.
You have pretty eyes.
I love your
I
hair.
really like your ears.
Yeah, right.
Haven't found Moss yet. She with you?
Oh. That was good. Well done, Francis. Snaps.
We can count here on the
Good
rejects,
queen.
folks.
I'm
We
gonna-
can count.
Very good.
All the way to 25.
I'm gonna kind of look around, even though I know Moss isn't with us, and be like, ah, fuck.
What?
Thought she
Jana's
would
like,
show up
what
by
are you
now.
what are you looking for?
I
What are you-
thought she
what are
would
you
show
doing?
up by now. Usually she's like, she just pops up, in the morning, like
Who?
when she like fucks
Who?
Moss.
Jana's
Lonnie.
like, who are you talking to? Because Jana can't hear wonder what's going on. Who are you? What? Oh,
Oh my
Moss.
god, what a dingus.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
You know what? And so Jana kind of mulls it over. She's gonna once again roll an off-screen dice. Ooh, and she's gonna go. You know what? It's actually a good point. I feel like, Ren's fine. Do you think we should go find Moss?
I think we have time to do both.
All right. Any preference on which friend?
Cuckoo.
Which friend you wanna see first?
I mean, ideally, Rin. She's close, right?
I mean, at least I think she's like Jane's so
All right.
nonchalant.
Well,
At
we're
least
gonna
I
wait
think
for
she's
Isra.
close.
Isra's
I think she's close.
coming to
you
us,
know.
so we're gonna wait
Sounds
for
good.
Isra.
Listen, maybe we don't wait for Isra. Like Jan all of a sudden is like, maybe we don't. I mean, we could like see Ren first.
Yeah,
talk to
because mom's
Isra
gonna be mad
later.
at you. You gonna be grounded, child.
All right, so you can go and do whatever you want. I'm gonna wait for Isra because I don't want Isra to be mad at me.
Right. Maybe so Jana like just picks up her bag, whatever. Very chill. Is like, all right, cool. So maybe just like don't tell Isra about the whole slave thing. It was what was not
Yikes.
Caspar? What was the Quan, right? Quan was the guy. Is that right?
Quan was
Quan was the
show.
first
Yeah,
guy?
Quan was showing y'all. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
trying to give you the
So
first
I'm-
initial
so
tour.
Jana's like finger guns, right? She's like, yeah, maybe like,
Finger
don't tell
guns.
Isra about the slave thing. Listen, it was Quan's idea. He was trying to keep us safe. And everybody is safe. So like, I don't know why Isra we don't need to put more anxieties in Isra than there already are. I don't want to see her curls stick out any more than they already do.
She's like
So,
Medusa with
yeah.
the curls.
Yeah, like
Lord.
Jan is very like, okay, like she's in a weird mood this morning. But yeah, so she kind of is just like, but also like, is not trying particularly hard to persuade you, just like trying to buddy up. But since she's awkward, it's like weird. And then, yeah.
I'm gonna just pat Jana on the head and be like, I'm gonna go wait outside. You mull over whatever it is you want to mull over. I'll be outside waiting for Isra. And
Cool,
once
so
I go
should we-
outside, I am going to cast Locate Creature
What-
and
what
try to
does that
locate
do?
Ren.
Oh, you're telling Jana this?
Nope.
Do I have to make a save
Oh,
or something?
oh.
Nope.
Gotcha.
Do I make a
Hold
save
on.
or do you just
Hold
I
on,
describe her
she's
name a creature that I am
she's trying-
familiar with. I can sense the direction to the creature's location as long as that creature is within 1,000 feet of me.
She's trying. So we consider Ren a creature right now.
Yes.
I mean,
Right.
You're going to get your ping's going to come underground, and it's going to what do we say? 5 was So there, you're going to get it's on the faint cusp of your deal, but you're going to get some type of location beacon that's close, but underground. It is
Just gonna
not
make note
above
of that.
ground. Yeah,
Just gonna make note of that. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say anything.
yeah. So Jana took off. Jana, you went. Well, so y'all came out of your room.
Jana's. I feel like
I heard you said you were
Right.
leaving.
no, and you're right. I'm definitely headed toward where I left Ren, but I also am now thinking maybe I go back before I get there.
Well, so let me help you
Let
here.
me-
When you go, but you are headed.
Oh.
You were going down the
yeah,
stairs, headed
let's
that
say-
way.
Yeah, I want to.
Okay.
I'm headed that
Okay.
way. I don't want to say
And-
I'm not there yet because I think Jana's trying to think whether or not
Okay.
she wants to go
But
back.
I got to
and
give you. I got to say
intercept Isra.
something. Okay, and Vix, you stayed
yeah.
in your room, right? When you did that.
No, I
She
was
went
I
out.
was waiting outside the.
Oh, okay. So when
the
y'all
Angie
walked
Wolf
out
for
to
Isra.
do this,
Oh, when we walked out. Okay.
yeah, when you're walking out, going down, Balagar's there, and he says, "So you here to watch?" He says this to Jana. So he said, "Are you here to watch your slave fight tonight?"
Yeah, absolutely. Why would I not be?
Special, I mean, yeah, she's gonna have her. It's a big fight tonight. Lots
Is Vix
of
with me? Like Vix is here.
yeah, Vix is Vix is yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to make sure. So yeah, he says you might need to go see. You need to go see Caspar then to get yourself because you know he's gonna want you there tonight to show off your slave. Lots big stuff on the line. Big people coming to town. And he says,
"Is it like we buy tickets for that?"
Who are you? He doesn't know you. She can go.
Yeah.
She goes.
So-
He yells a couple of names out, and a couple of bugbears come out from behind, you know, the work area, and he tells them to, you know, take her to Caspar. He's saying to Jan. He says he motions for Janet for them to take Jana.
Can I? Am I allowed to? Wait. So he said. Oh, I lost what I was gonna do. So he said Caspar wants to see me. You had said something.
Well, yeah, he's gonna want to see you if
But
you're
yeah.
here. Since you know, big fight tonight.
Right. And I'm not. I mean, and I can roll for this. I'm not like. He's not. Well, you know, I have no reason not to believe him. I mean, other than the fact
Oh
that
no,
Jana
you
just
know, he
doesn't
took
trust
you.
anyone.
Yeah.
But
So and he's already
not
said that he
lying
tells
or
these
anything,
guys
right?
to take. Yeah, he tells his security guard take her to Caspar. But then he's looking at
so
Vix, and Vix says, "Who are you?"
I'm gonna respond and say I'm not going without her, and I'll gesture to Vix. It's a
That's-
package deal, just like the last one.
No, you go
I'm
see
the-
Caspar now. Do what you're told.
Are you going to go see the
You're not in
slave?
a
Because
position
I need to make sure that she's in performance condition. I'm the doctor.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of making sure she's up to fighting condition.
Hot. I'm into this.
Yeah, I don't
Can
know what
give
kind of
her a
condition-
I love this
Give me a
so
deception
much.
roll.
Can I like?
Give me a deception
Here, I'll
roll.
just-
Ooh,
Not
yeah,
you.
I
This is
I'm
I'm
Vix.
sorry.
You're-
She's a cleric. It's not deception. Persuasion.
She's trying to
yeah.
deceive. Yeah, but they don't trust
She's got- yeah.
squat. Where is
Ooh.
Balagar?
That's fair,
Hold
that's
on.
fair, though.
She's not
Hold on.
deceiving, though.
The dirty 20. Take it. Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I got Balagar already on the board here. All right. All right. He looks and says, "Yeah." So he calls a couple more guards. Goes, "I know. Don't know this face. She can wait outside while you go see Caspar. Take them all." And two more guards come, and they escort. The four of them escort y'all out the Angie Wolf and toward the fighting pit. At least, Jana, you recognize that that's where they're taking you.
Right.
Okay.
So we
And-
missed. So basically, what happened? So we missed Isra then.
Well, you've left Isra. She's coming toward
Right.
y'all. Yeah, she's not there yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's roll,
And,
Vix.
Yeah.
How far is Isra at this
Oh.
point?
Well, she's making her way downtown. So
Okay, before we leave, can I go
sure do
to
talk a lot.
Balagar? I haven't been talking at all.
He's what
Can I go to
Balagar said to you.
Balagar?
What do you want?
Uh,
Oh,
if a tall woman with curly red hair comes in, can you just tell her to wait here? Wait here. She'll be looking for us.
Yeah, I'll do that for you, human. Oh, actually, you're not a human, are you? You're an elf. You're a high elf. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, sorry.
what the
I
hell?
get you messed up.
Come on.
He says the same thing to you anyway. He says, "Sure thing, elf.
33
What is he?
sessions in Duff.
I am going to kill you. I will kill you as flat as I can be." Hey,
What's Balagar?
Balgar's a big
Balagar's a
bugbear. Big
Bugbear.
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 I almost said goblin.
And I'll be like, thank you, Mr. Bugbear.
Yeah, I'm right on it.
I feel like under her breath, Jana's gonna whisper, "Do you want me to spit on him?"
Not yet.
Nothing like just irritating the help
And
here.
then she's
Eh.
just, as they start walking out, she's gonna shake her head and go, "Men are fools."
Men are fools.
They
All right,
are.
where the hell is my tavern and hideout? Was this
I
it?
should've-
No, that wasn't it. That was Caspar's. Where is the damn? I had the damn it. I was trying to take you to the pit. There it is. Yay. Okay. So
Is
you'll remember this.
The pit particularly crowded?
No.
Never mind.
so-
No, I'm not gonna. Never mind. Let's go
Oh,
right
hold
back.
on. Ren's not there. Just so y'all know. He is not
What?
there. Okay. So
Oh yeah, no, I'm not in the pit right now.
no,
I'm in
you're not
another
anywhere
place.
near that. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but Jana and
Excuse
yeah,
me.
so but this is where you recognize this. So they bring you in
Yeah.
and they take you through the doorways and you kind of get stopped right there and the bugbears hold off and they yell for a goblin to go get Caspar.
Uh-huh.
And this goblin will shoot around the outside and disappear in a door, and like you'll hear some door slamming and all that. You can't see kind of where, but back somewhere behind. He disappeared. There's a door. We'll say there's some. You don't see it, but there's a door here.
Mhm,
There's a
mhm.
door here. Okay, and you kind of know what he's doing, Jana, because you know what's back there. 'Cause
Right.
remember, they
right.
took you through those doors
Yep.
off the main platform
to that underground. Yep.
and underground to his little hideout. And yeah, so the goblin goes and they just kind of sit there and wait, and they're eyeing, the hobgoblins eye you, and y'all eye the hobgoblins, and there's other hobgoblins and orcs and goblins, and they're cleaning this place spick and span. And it looks like, they've even got some goblins and some slaves, actually slaves down in the pit area, scraping up blood, trying to get it out of the concrete or the stonework and all that. And they're refreshing the pikes and the sticks and all that to kind of make the makeshift walls. They're serious going on here with this cleaning. And then as Vix, as you're sitting there watching all this, the door will come open up and this suave man comes walking around. Yeah.
Stuff's high school picture.
And it's not my, y'all know who y'all, and
Oh
so
my god.
You should totally do that.
have y'all not seen this picture yet of Caspar?
Oh,
We have.
yeah.
I said it looked like a romance novel.
That's what I thought.
I gave you the one with the scar on it, didn't I? Did I
This
edit
is
that
that's
one?
Caspar.
You
That's
did, you
Caspar.
did.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
That's in the Discord.
Do I have time to
somewhere.
whisper? Do I have? We're still surrounded by
Sweet
guards, aren't we?
nothings.
You're still surrounded by guards, and he
Yeah,
comes
I'm
in,
not
and
gonna
he's got a
whisper, I need to
contingent of a couple of orcs and some hobgoblins also with them. And when he comes around, looks like he was, he looks like he's got a glass of wine in his hand, and he doesn't look like he's gotten. He looks a little like he's missing a little sleep. He's got little bags under his eyes. He's not rocking it right now. You could tell, Jana, from when last time you saw him. And
No. Is he losing
Yeah,
sleep
when-
over me?
yeah, so it doesn't look like he's doing doing the walk of shame, but he comes around that corner. But then when he sees you, he kind of straightens up a little bit, and he gets that that little step, kind of starts picking up in his and he slicks his hair back and kind of fixing it, and he whoosh, kind of throwing it,
Jana's
running
not
his
phased.
hands. Yeah, he's trying to make him. Yeah, he wasn't expecting this. He's pissed that he gives the goblin a little. Why didn't you tell me it was my favorite slave owner of all time? We have thoroughly enjoyed your slave, even though she can be a pain in the ass when it comes to drink. But
I warned you.
I'm gonna
Excuse
message
me.
Jana.
You're not
really
there.
Quickly.
Mav, stop barking.
I'm gonna message Jana and just be
barking.
like, gross.
Jana's
Uh-huh.
gonna. Jana's
he
just gonna.
walks up to you and he's looks at Vix, but then he reaches for your hand, Jana. you know, to shake it.
Oh.
And he's, you know, he holds it out, you know, to take your hand. So good to see you again, my dear. You give him your
Please
hand?
don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
How old are you?
Just kidding. Wait, actually,
You were such
yeah,
nice. You were
she's-
so nicer to me the last time. I
well,
thought we had
yeah,
a thing.
She's gonna be like, don't touch me. Well, so then she's gonna say, your guards
What?
and your guards and your stupid Balagar weren't very nice to my friend here, and she kind of gestures to Vix. She's just not. having
Oh, and who are you, sweet dear?
Vixera. I am
He
the physician.
was, welcome to my fighter. I'm Caspar the Great, and he does this deal, and then he holds out his hand to shake yours.
Wait, when he bows down like that, Jana's gonna look at Vix and go, "What?" Like motion. You know, just a little bonding moment.
I'm gonna
You
hold
put
my
a-
hand out.
You
I'm
pull
gonna
a hand.
hold my
Yes,
hand out.
he grabs it, and he goes down to give it a kiss. Mwah. Such a pleasure to meet. Don't get to find faces like this much in the pit. But I would assume you were here to check up on your slave.
Yeah, the two of us need to see her before this.
Oh, that will be impossible, my dear. But we can arrange for you to be my guest tonight when the fight takes place.
What?
She's being treated and readied for another fight, which I assure you must work out in my favor. But I would be remiss to not have you join me in the suite again tonight. Please tell me you will join me. You and your
Is there any
lovely
way-
companion here.
I can't
Well,
see
you
my
think we're lovely.
slave.
If you think we're lovely, we have two other companions who are traveling with us who would be delighted to see such a spectacle. If you'd be able to accommodate them as well.
We shall see. But it will be crowded tonight because he has to be here with his warriors.
He.
He.
Who's he?
Who? Jan just point blank asks, "Who are you talking about?" Don't beat around the bush.
I
Duff
despise his name.
Duff doesn't have the name on hand.
Yeah, I did. I'm trying to remember where I put the damn thing. Yeah, I do. I worked that one up. I knew I was going to need that one, and I'm trying like, where the F bomb did I put his name? God dang it. Did I write it down? Where did I put it? I wrote it. I said I knew what his name was going to be. All righty. Yeah, but I'm not calling him that because that is not his name. Hold on. I'll pull up another one because I can't
Yay.
find it, but I did write it down. Da-da-dum. Do we call him? Where's my? Oh, damn it! Really? Now I'm pissed because I did have it all planned out, and now I'm pissed at myself because I am missing that information. Damn it! His name is Dirk.
Dirk?
Bendiguz. Dirk Ben Diguz. Or Bendiguz.
Can you spell the last name?
Bendeguz.
Thank you. Dirk with an I or an E.
Dirk. Dirk. He thinks he's
Thank you.
Dirk. He kind of, but he just says
Different than
he doesn't.
Dern.
Dirk. He doesn't say his last name, but he says Dirk is going to be here.
Who's that?
Jana is. Oh, go ahead,
Yeah,
Vix.
who is that?
Who the hell is that?
Yes, he likes to come and show off time to time with his fighters, and he runs with the big crowd. Thinks he is a man of importance, but he can't be.
Ooh.
He's such a vile fiend.
He's not
Jana's
a slave
going
owner,
to-
then.
But we must entertain him because of his money and his those who he runs with.
Can Jana okay. So let me think about this actually. Does it sound like he's worried about Dirk's
He
fighter?
despises him.
Okay. So Jana is going to lean in toward Caspar in kind of a flirty way, but only as flirty as Jana can go. She doesn't really know what she's doing. She's gonna kind of lean in and smile, and she's gonna say, if you really want to take this Dirk character down, I'd love to see my slave to make sure she's in the absolute best condition for you. And then she'll kind of wink at him.
Cannot
a
allow
bit,
it. Or they will say tampering. They will say improprieties. She is being prepped. But I will tell you this, that if she does prove her worth and is victorious, and he looks around and all that, I will give her back to you. Because honestly, we can't deal with her too much longer.
Jana's gonna back up and roll her eyes, very unimpressed. You're still nothing to me. I don't even care about you. I didn't think about you last night while I was sleeping. No, she
Don't hide
Jana
your true
backs up and
feelings
rolls her
for me.
eyes.
You can see that he's looking at it going, I know better.
She's gonna just roll her eyes again. And then she'll just say fine, let's just get this show on the road then. Vix, what do you think?
Ivory, you don't know.
Do you have any other
no
questions?
Comment. You don't
Wait,
know.
He said he's not going to give Ren back.
No, he said
Or
said
will.
if she is victorious
She
tonight
wins.
and all that, then you may have her back. But honestly, expect her to be. But she's been more pain
Right.
than she's worth.
So
to
I
us.
just want to make sure I heard you right. So basically,
Yes.
if Ren wins, we get Ren back. Jana's fine, let's just get the show on the road.
Well, go put on your pretty
What
face.
happens if I don't win?
You're dead.
You're dead.
Oh.
You die.
I thought you said this fight wasn't necessarily to the death, but that accidents could happen.
Yeah.
Does a DM always tell the truth?
Apparently not. Apparently a DM
Apparently
can't be trusted.
not. So you don't know, Ren.
Not in this
So
game.
I'm not telling.
Right.
Not
Mhm.
telling.
Okay.
So, but he says, put on your best clothes, my dear. You and your lovely companion here.
Jana's
He
gonna
puffs out his
Jana's gonna
lips.
hiss at him. Jana's gonna be don't tell me what to do. Just but still
I
kind
know
of,
better.
just confused. Um,
One time, Duff.
yeah.
Normal dude.
So gross.
I know
Yeah,
it's
not
supposed to be.
normal
It's
people.
supposed to be.
There was
Hey,
no,
it's
like,
different
it
from anything
makes
else.
sense.
I'm supposed to give you the
Yeah,
ick
like, yeah.
factor. So,
And well,
Okay.
Is
With
that
we'll
brown
see,
Jana's
powder
gonna-
on
well,
the
that's not what
fire?
Janet. When
Jana will
Janet
roll for it
first
later.
saw him, and then Ren, because Manny was going, "Oh, I want to meet this dude. I want to meet this dude."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
but he's not. He's overdoing it a little bit because one, you like I said, he's got he's a little sleepy,
He's got
or
a
it looks
lot on
like
the
someone
line.
troubling. Yeah. So he is not on his game today, right in front of y'all. Now Vix doesn't know this,
okay.
but you're seeing that he is not
yeah.
on his A game at all.
I feel like I'm gonna I'm gonna actually press that issue and be like, Caspar,
See it, dead
come on.
heart.
what's going on? You look like you haven't slept since I last saw you.
Plenty to do to get through. Yes, it has been busy around here the last couple of days since the news came in that those we had dignitaries coming in, and then I heard that Dirk was coming too, and so the fight had to be put on. I've got plenty. I wish I could talk more and to say more, but I will expect to see you back here. It's say 7:30. An hour before
Fine,
the
but
fight
we're
starts.
bringing our two friends. She's
Well-
fine, but there will be two more of us.
I cannot promise that we'll have seats for them in the balcony, but we shall see. Depends on who he brings with his entourage. Ugh. Just thinking about it gives me want to go take an acid bath. He goes,
Fine.
Just tell him
till
we're
this
hot.
evening,
He'll
ladies,
make
and he
room.
kind of turns his, around, pirouettes, and then he bows back down to you both again. I shall see the lovely faces tonight. Mwah! He turns off, and he continues. He walks back the way he came.
Okay.
I'm gonna tend to look to Janet. I'm gonna be like, really?
Well, I mean, she's just gonna shrug. She's not really sure what that means.
Not elaborating. Just be like, really?
So what do you want to
Hey,
do now?
hey,
Like
Beth,
Jana's
hey,
like, all right, guess we should go get Moss.
Yeah. We have to go get Iser, then we'll go get Moss, and then hopefully Rin. She's here, by the
that'll be
way.
fine.
I located her. She is here.
I was gonna ask.
She's below
Like
you
where?
somewhere.
Oh, not specifically.
Yeah.
She got a ping. So you kind of see, it's underground. So her communications were being interfered with.
All right.
And there was some interference. There was some interference where you weren't getting all the way through. And it was unnatural interference. It wasn't just because I'm saying it's dirt and rock and all that.
Mm-hmm,
Okay. That there. So.
That's it then.
Okay.
All I've got.
So we head back. Y'all are headed back to the Angie Wolf. And we're back to Moss, who's dealing with
can
the
we do a
runaway
quick-
child again. What's that,
Do
Janet?
Do a
break,
quick
Duff.
bio
Let's do a quick
break.
break. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I'm paying attention to that.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, so we will, folks. Yes, we're going to take a bio break here for about 10 minutes. So please don't leave us. I was hoping the GaryCon people might be showing up, but they maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, so stick around. Less 10 minutes bio break, and we'll be right back.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Now it's showtime, folks. And you can be sure it's the best show in town. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Who's setting up shop? We got a cleric paladin who is also setting up shop. We're gonna call our consortium Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. We don't sell hats.
Is we don't sell hats part of the name?
No, I just thought I'd clarify.
I like it better if it was part of the name. Yeah, me too.
Oh,
That
you
would be very
I mean,
funny.
I'm the head of it, so like we could add that to the name.
Yeah, we will then. We're going to have shirts made. I got to get their portraits all put together, and we're going to have merchandise.
Oh my god.
This is going to be awesome.
Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. Parentheses, we don't sell hats.
I would buy one of those shirts.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
They don't really apply to level 0 characters.
They don't? Okay. All right. So then I won't grab them. I thought that crit might be that extra one. Okay. So here's the regular damage. Say good night, Francis. Oh, that's Chip. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, Chip.
Suck it, Chip.
Whoops. I thought
kidding
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted it.
This mountain is reserved for patrons. It's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar. like soft drinks, candy bars of all kinds, delicious popcorn, and refreshing ice cream treats.
But I am a patron of...
Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
Through, and you're kind of at a point where you can't really wedge your way in there anymore. You're like,
Here, boy. Here, boy. Come. Here, boy. You can do it. Come on.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'd like 2 of those, please.
Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those. And 1 of those. And 5 bars of these. And a cup of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white puffy material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My saucer's just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
I'm terribly sorry. Bjorn, you explode, and in your place is a sweet roll.
Nice.
Hello there. Give the demonstration of my new invention, the goodies machine. The machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at a snack bar just waiting for you.
Private messenger. And do you know how to do that in Facebook? I mean, in Facebook, whatever. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
At least Facebook is still around
Wow.
hundreds of years into the future.
Hey, why mess with a good thing,
Go ahead and
right?
clip that one, guys. And you can send that one to me later, too. Thanks a lot.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
There, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Ethan, there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Brass knuckles he's wearing, and the creature just.
How did the creature go?
One more time?
What? One more time?
No, that was it.
Like you crave that corn when it's freshly bobbed, you gotta beat it to the box with the butter on the top. Get with it, man. Start strolling down to the sweets that you're rolling, the best in town. Our candy's real gone, if I'm understood. To all you squares, that means the confection is positively delicious. Cork that stuff. Give me 5. Let me send you into this nutty jive. Go, man, go. It ain't very far. Shake it on down to this cool snack bar. Come on, Jill. Give us a treat. A friendly pepper-upper with a tasty beat.
Drink Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, 'cause it never lets you down.
Frosty, man. Frosty.
People, we might be able to take care of that. I
I'm
understand.
gonna sing the doom song now.
Oh, God.
Doom, 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 doom. Doom, da doom. Doom, da doom, da doom. Doom, da doom. Doom, doom, da doom, doom, da doom, doom. Doomy, doom, doom, doom. The end.
Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef done to a golden brown, couched in a soft bun, and garnished to taste. Man, that's hunger heaven. And you'll feel like you're heaven sent when you get one at our refreshment stand.
Happen. Let me see. Is there a deception check for a horse? Does a horse have a? Ooh, it's going for the
Only deception for a horse.
Yeah, horse
I
has got
love it.
deception. So the horse goes up and you see it. It's looking a brief second. It looks at the plant like maybe it's something even tastier. But then it sticks out its tongue and it pulls back and then it backs up. It's got the sugar cube in its mouth and its eyes go boing, as his eyes just go and it starts woo, and it starts bucking and it just and he was looking at something in his hand and he is standing up and he grunts out, "Who the F are you? What are you doing here?"
Housekeeping?
Housekeeping.
Oh my god.
Your attention, please. All new Hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
She had red whelps and skin was looking all grotesque and all that, and she let out a little bit of a mumble roar, leveled the gun at everybody in the room there, and that was where we cut last week. So that was where we'll pick up the action now, unless there are any questions or anything else that the group would like to add.
I have a question.
Please ask away.
What is a mumble roar?
Mumble roar.
Uh-huh.
Settle back now, content, comfortable, well-fed, and ready for some fine entertainment. Is everybody happy? Then let's go. It's showtime.
All right. There we are. We're back for more mayhem, more silliness, more rejects. This is how we roll here. So we cut our intermission when we went back to visit with Moss. And Moss, let me get B-Mix out of the way here. Don't need that map anymore. And it was the Goblin Camp. And here we are back to the Goblin Camp. And when we left off, Hubert hopped up under a rock and then went underneath the wall because the little goblin kid was harassing you, and Hubert jumped when you weren't quite watching, and then the kid was trying to find Hubert, and Mama Goblin came and got him and dragged him away, and he had a temper tantrum outside, and then all of a sudden you heard the pitter patters of feet and all that on the other side of the wall from where Hubert slipped up under to, and you there, get up from under your blanket again, and with food in your hand, and as you're getting ready to do, you turn around to look at Hubert, Glibbernose comes in and says, "We talk now." Yes. Then you go. Yes, we go. Talk. Come.
Is the fire pit where we're sitting, or is there a fire outside?
It's daytime.
Like an actual burning fire.
There's no,
so it doesn't
no,
matter.
it's
Okay.
you'll smell
It's not
cooking
cold
fires.
morning?
No, it might be cold, but they've not got big fires. You could smell that they had been burning, even if maybe you was tossing and turning at night and just keeping an eye on what your surroundings and all that. You would have seen the glow of the bonfires burning off, and they may have had one somewhere in the area, but that's been put out, and there's cooking fires, and you can see that there's activity about as goblins are doing whatever it is they do in the morning times. And you were trying to feed, and the little goblin snuck away from mommy and interrupted you, and Hubert hid, and the goblin went after it, and now Glibbernose is here. We talk now. Yes, come. Come now. We talk.
Like right where we are, or are we?
No, he's
walking
motioning
out?
for
What are we
you.
doing?
He motioned you to come farther over here. He goes, there's like a little area. He's motioning for right here. A little bit closer, not where you're at, but
Okay.
you're
Well, I'll go
you're
over
staying in the
there.
area, staying in the same area and all that. But
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bag with the glass box in it, and I'm just going to kind of turn it on its side so the
Mhm.
lid is on the ground. You get what I'm saying? So he can just go back in.
or I thought you maybe put like a little stick on it, so if he hits the stick,
Yeah,
it'll fall and
yes.
clamp him in,
Yes.
like a little trap.
that
Yeah, there
is-
you go. Okay, yeah.
That is
Okay.
exactly what I do. See, you've been playing with me for too long. Yeah, I take a little stick, I prop it up, and you're welcome for mentioning QB when we started the game.
Put a little food underneath
So,
there. Yeah. Mhm.
I set up a QB trap, and
Mhm.
and I walk.
That's exactly
QB
what it's going to be called now, a QB trap. Okay.
It's a QB trap.
All right. So he cut. Yeah. So Glibbernose gets
yeah,
you,
I'll
and
go
he
over.
goes, you friend of goblins. Yes.
Yes.
We make deal. You help us, we help you.
Yeah, you talked about a deal. So what are you thinking?
What? Well, he said, what did, I don't remember what with the risk. So you've got to refresh my memory a little bit. The initial
Okay,
discussion,
so
what were you? Did
he
you
wanted
put
me to
anything
kill
on the table?
someone.
Yes. Mhm.
He wanted me to kill someone. I asked why, and he wouldn't really tell me. And I was trying to talk him into showing me that first kind of situation.
Showing
Then I
him
could
show
just-
what?
The area over by 4 they were telling me about, where the slaves go through and whatnot. That is
So
what I
he-
remember.
So I'm not sure quite if you'd given him enough information yet about, I think, asking why you were here. What do you want? And
Yeah, I
so-
danced around it. I didn't want
yeah,
to
you
tell
didn't
him.
answer around. Yeah, so he is being a little bit more forceful now because he looks a little anxious. That he wants to ask you this, but he wants to know, we help each other.
We help each other. Well, you didn't tell
And
me
you were
anything
trying
about
you were
this
trying
guy
to talk
I'm
him into
supposedly killing.
revolution, which was too big a word that he could wrap
Right.
his brain around. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
we're gonna
so-
get to that.
Yeah, and so that was misplaced intelligence knowledge that he could care less about at the moment.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he wants you to kill a human that caused much trouble for goblins. You kill human,
Isn't it
goblins
orcs
help
that-
you.
Is it the orcs that caused trouble for you?
Uh,
Why would you want to kill a human?
because he
How much
he
trouble
yelled,
could a little human be?
just trust me. He mean human.
Mean human.
He mean to
so-
goblins. Mean to the goblins. And he always tells that he caused trouble for us. He's killed a few of his, family members. And the humans, everybody here, they're all humanoids. They all hate the humans. So.
Okay. Well, what's his name? What does he look like?
He tells you, he says his name is Caspar. He needs you to kill Caspar.
Because Caspar killed your
Caspar is mean to the goblins, trying to take our territory, blames goblins for everything. And when we are just trying, basically saying we're just trying to survive, and he always charges us more for goods and things than he charges everybody else. And
so what's his beef with you? Why?
Well, he doesn't know. He said he just
doesn't like.
Yeah. He treats us bad. He says we want Caspar dead.
With the slavers? Does he enslave your people?
They always try to enslave. He tries to enslave goblins more. The slavers, no. They work with us. They work some. They use it for some menial tasks, but mainly he tells you the orcs and the slavers work together. Goblins, we have to do all the grunt work. We have to, do a lot of things, do some of the hunting and cleaning, and we almost know better than slaves. But we better, because at least we don't have to wear chains most of the time. But he tells you Caspar has tried to take the goblin territory, and this cannot be allowed to happen. He must die. You be the one to kill him.
All right, so I kill him, and you show me.
You wanted
around.
something. I can't remember what you were trying to put on the table that you wanted him to show you something. I can't remember what that was. What's your exact?
It was the territory, like basically to try to figure out where they're processing or what's going on with
He knows,
the
yeah.
slaves.
So they know where it's at, and he said he would take you close
He
to the
said
area.
it was really hard to get there.
It's
and they
hard to
couldn't
get
us
to.
right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't pass the they're basically called checkpoint, big point of check, or checky pointy. He makes says it all wrong, and you have to it's foolish. You don't want to go through some of the ruined buildings that they have kind of lining. They several sections of buildings that are kind of lined up, and they have monsters and traps, and you don't travel certain areas, especially at night. Other monsters and bad things live in these ruined areas of the city, and they will eat anything, orc, goblin, human. So you don't travel in certain areas of the town because of what lives there. The slave lords have a fort that they take slaves to, that are then sold and shipped off through the South Gate.
Okay.
And he can get you close, but there's,
not in there.
no, yeah, it'd be up to you. Goblins aren't, everybody has to have, he will basically reconfirm what Isra knows, and you don't know that though, that you have to have business up there.
Papers and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. To get anywhere near the process.
What do you want from this
as you're saying
Caspar
that, you're
guy?
hearing goblin kids, you're hearing screaming and laughing and all that coming from the other side of the wall, but you can't see what's going on. But you hear multiple kids screaming and laughing.
They're having a play date. He made some friends.
Shit. No, I lost my train of thought.
That's the point.
Like literally, like, oh shit.
Oh.
Well, okay. Oh, how do you want proof that I killed him? You
Oh,
want...
he said, well, he said, let's say he has a ring, a special ring on his finger. Bring the ring, but he said, you bring that, but if you
Should I
kill
bring the finger
Caspar,
too?
you kill Caspar, city will know, goblins will know. I will know.
Okay.
What's that?
I
What
got
did you?
this. I got this. I got it. All right. I'm cool. I'll do it.
You're cool. Are you cold? You need blanket?
Fine. I'll
Bada
do
boom.
that.
And then you hear this just curling
Like I'm
scream,
trying to like
laughter.
listen out of one side and talk out of the other.
Yeah, you hear this wail of laughing and just, I mean, it's an outcry of goblins and all that of kids. And they're just screaming, oh my! And then, and you see some running and, laughing. More of them are coming around, and now you may start getting, you've seen a couple of parents maybe starting to try to figure out what the hell, because the kids are into something.
I have my
And
bag on
even
me, right?
Gibbernose is looking over there going,
shoot, I
what the
don't.
hell is going on?
Okay, so I'm gonna say in the pouch that is on my belt, I'm gonna basically kind of signal to Booger. I'm gonna basically signal to him.
Booger nose.
Booger nose. There you go. So I'm gonna tell Boog. I'm gonna be like, I have to go use the ladies' human-y type room place. So I'm gonna like scamper off somewhere to use the washroom basically, and then I'm gonna set a tree on fire so it takes the attention away from QB. That's the plan.
Well, yeah. Well, so you're going up, and he's, what do you little what lady what? He doesn't understand. If you're saying you need to go potty, to to poopy and all that, and he just kind of points over to a hole, that's kind of over by a tree, over here.
Not.
Yeah, he just kind of points
So-
like you're gonna have to go. It's like a
No, I'm not gonna have to go. Well,
The-
wait, hang on. There's lots of methane around there, isn't there? Then,
no.
right?
As you're doing that and walking and trying to figure this out, you hear the laughter of kids and screaming. Well, yeah, as you're moving that way, and all of a sudden coming a contingent of kids come around the corner here, coming towards you. And the little kid,
Toward me.
little girl goblin, which you didn't know it was a girl or a boy, but I think I didn't say actually. There's a girl. She's got a rat that she's holding on to by the tail, but the front part of the rat's got a green cube around it. And she's holding up the other half, and they're all laughing and pointing at it, and and she's swinging it, and she's looking at you.
Jesus.
And you see Cubert. He's just kind of slowly inching his way up the rat. The rat's kicking, and the kids are just laughing their ass off. And he goes, "Toy! It's a toy!"
I grab it from the kids and I tell them that it's dangerous.
It took my toy. It took my toy. You knew that was going to happen. Mom!
Can I use intimidate? Can I just
Oh, you're
stare them
gonna
down with the
intimidate
mom
the
stare?
goblin
Wait. I'm gonna intimidate them because I'm a mom now and I could do the mom stare. You know that. You know that look.
Well,
See?
Mom said, well, they just
That's-
got it. And so you're doing the mom
advantage
stare.
stuff.
Yeah, and they.
I
yeah.
should have advantage because I'm a mother.
Oh. You could, no, I'm giving it to you. So you grab the rat and you give him the
please let me
mom
roll for
stare.
it.
Because, okay, go ahead and roll intimidation with advantage.
Woo! The advantage.
Watch you roll horrible. I'm going to laugh.
You zip it, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
That is
Oh,
pretty
there
good.
you go. Yeah. And so they all stop. Well, because as you're doing that and grab it, their moms all have had enough. And they all come around in the corner and they're giving their kids the devil, death, goblin parent stare. Okay. And they're all pointing and yelling about it. And yeah, this, you hear rat and you hear green, slimy thing. And, you move quickly, and Gibber knows this. Is he even perceptive what you're doing? No, he rolled a 7. Okay. So
Good.
yeah, so you basically got Hubert eating a rat popsicle and
Rat skull.
ratsicle.
Rat skull.
And you
Okay.
can-
Have all the kids gone away?
The kids are
or-
all being pulled apart and they're looking at you. They're crying. They're yelling. It's chore time. They got chores to do, things like that.
I'm just gonna
So,
kind of put him behind me and hold
Hubert's
him
just-
behind my back a little. And just kind of backpedal my way back to where I was.
you go. You
over
got
there.
your Hubert trap.
Yeah, and I go and I
Oh.
put him back in his box.
Yeah,
'cause
he's got.
now
Well, he's
had
got.
lunch.
He's eating. He's got a tail sticking out still. It's kind of flipping around. As he's eating. You can put him back in the box.
Yes, I put him back in the box in the
Okay.
bag, and
Yeah. By that time, Glibbernose comes back and go. Well, we have deal.
sure.
Then he said, "Shake on it." He spits on his hand.
I think I have my
Big
glove on
booger.
still. Yeah.
A big booger. Oh, I don't know. Do you have your glove on?
Do I have my gloves on? I had them on earlier.
You
What do I
have your
roll?
gloves on. You got no. He just got a big old green Gibbernose snot rag on his hand. He puts it out to shake. Shake. Deal.
Ah. So where I'm from, we do this thing called a pinky swear, and it only
Shake.
involves one finger. No.
He's got his whole hand out.
no. Oh God. I try not to touch it as much as possible.
He
and
grabs
then
it
immediately wash my
vigorously.
hands.
He grabs
Oh,
it
God,
vigorously.
it's so
Okay.
gross.
Shake, shake, shake.
Gross.
And you just pull it back, and there's lots of stringy between the
Oh,
two
God.
hands. Okay, there you go. You've
I
shook on
immediately
it.
wash
You-
my hands.
You made a deal with the goblins. He will.
Yeah, to bring back a ring. That's a deal.
He told you if you kill, he will know if you kill. So, yeah, that's what. Yeah, your decision. But yeah, he said you must kill Caspar. So, all right, and they will. He says he will. Yeah, he will be watching and waiting.
So I could leave now?
They're gonna. Yeah, he will show some guards to take you. Yep, you've had your time. You've had your split time with the goblins, and you will be shown back the coast road, and then back to the Sus road. Okay, and that's
Cute.
gonna take you some time.
Oh, I picked up that ring I threw earlier as well.
If I
So
was
I don't
just
lose
yeah, it didn't. Yeah, it wasn't. It was bait. It didn't get
was
taken.
bait.
Yes. So, and you start to make your way back, and while you're doing that, then Isra makes her way to the
Downtown.
Angie Wolf, and your friends aren't there, Isra.
I approach the bartender.
Yeah, it's Balagar.
Hey, excuse me, sir. I am I'm looking for hooded, dark-haired, sometimes
see-
green eyes.
See him here?
No.
I don't know
And
where.
our other
Why would I
friend,
know?
half
ca-
elf. Very pretty.
Never seen him. What are you talking about? I'm busy. Got to clean. You want something to eat? Want something to drink?
I wanted to know where my friends are. They said they were here.
He turns around, goes back to cleaning something. Could care less.
I also heard that point of order. I was told to get to Caspar. He is my point of contact. This guy, Balagar, right?
Balagar. You were supposed to go talk to
Correct,
Balagar.
correct.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Would you perhaps be Balagar?
Yeah, what's it to you?
Me,
Balagar. Me, great bugbear. Why you bug me?
I was told that if I am looking for some documents that to be made, that you could put me in touch with the people who could do that.
Who tell you this?
You know, I didn't catch his name.
Then I know help you.
It was, you know, and
who you want?
Some orc in a tavern.
Sure.
There was lots of alcohol involved.
And I'm a good looking wood elf.
I mean, that's a very positive outlook to have.
I don't have fleas either. Yet, but that he's itching. Who you want to talk to?
Scooches back.
I don't make papers. What do you want? Why is so humans always talking? You humanoids always blah 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 blah. Talk too much. Drink.
Have you had other humanoids talking to you a lot today?
He turns around and starts cleaning something else.
Because my friends talk a lot too. Are you sure you haven't seen them? And I described Janet and Vix in detail.
Maybe they're here, maybe they're not. I don't know. Maybe they were here. I don't know where they go.
Damn. Give us some money.
Yeah, that's valid. Aisha pulls out. Look how much money I have. I'm spending a lot of money here, y'all. Greasing the wheels is taking a lot of my funds. Inventory.
It does take a lot of money.
Aisha pulls out 5 platinum.
Platinum. Holy mackerel.
Holy.
She wants immediate attention and, you know, at least the pretend. Like,
do you put them on the bar?
They're under my hand, and I just kind of let a little bit peek towards him, but I don't want to show off to the rest of the room. No.
Yeah, well, he throws a rag down on it, you know, and he gives you this look like you're an amateur. You know, don't do that out in public, you know, and he slides it down all the way down to another end of the bar where there's no one around and all that. Uh-oh. Holy moly, what we got going on here? Oh, there's the Gary Con crew. We heard they were coming by here. How did we know that? I don't know. Oh, wait, I was producing Satine show earlier today. Welcome, folks. Hope everybody is doing well over there. Hope y'all had a good game and good viewing with Mr. Merles and crew. We are the Rejects. I'm name dropping a little bit. Yeah, we Matt, who's just producing that game, and I help produce Virtual Con games, and we work with Mr. Gygax to help out with Gary Con. So we welcome you all over here. We are the Rejects, and the ladies above my head are the Hot Toddies. We are running amalgamation of 5e with Greyhawk and the old Slave Lord modules, and they're in the middle of Highport, as you can see on the map, and getting into some trouble. But want to make sure that y'all all know to bring this up so y'all can see it if it's going to show. Don't tell me she's not going to show. Oh my God, there you go. That's tomorrow's shows. We've got some doctors talking first about D&D and therapy and all that. And then Mr. Jason Charles Miller's show is at 1 that Matt's producing. And then there is a seminar on gaming design, campaign design. And then I've got Stefan's game for the last one for programming for Founders and Legends. So make sure and come check us out and watch tomorrow also, and continue to donate for Extra Life. So that's what we do. But we're in the middle of some discovery here in the city of Highport with these ladies. And so we want to thank y'all. Thank Matt for sending y'all over here on the raid. Please follow us if you want to know more what we do. We stream 6 nights a week over here on the Rejects, and do a lot of other gaming stuff for conventions and things like that here on the channel and on whoever else we're involved with. So, that being said, enough rambling on my part. Back to it. So Balagar, so Balagar covers up the coins that you slapped on the table, a couple of them, and pulls you down to a corner of the bar and goes,
Eyes are follows.
and so he goes, what do you want to know? Because now you definitely got his interest in my
I'm glad that we
lovely
finally found a-
bugbear accent. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that we finally found a common language. One, I know my friends were here. When did they leave?
He was saying it's been an hour or so, not even inside
Where'd they
that,
go?
maybe. They go see a man who owns and runs areas down here. His name is Caspar.
Caspar, that is the name of the person I was told that you could put me in contact with for some papers.
He popular for no reason. I don't understand. Well, your friends, I can send you with some guards. Go where they go. Or you wait. They said maybe they come back. Thanks for the follow, Muriel. Welcome to the Rejects.
They said maybe they come back.
I think they say something like that. I really don't pay attention. We got work to
I'll
do.
wait
We
for
have
a-
big. We have a he's basically trying to say dignitaries. We have big important people come see fight tonight. Big
Oh, a fight?
barbarian lady, mean barbarian lady, gonna fight the dwarfs.
Ding, 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 ding. I just finally get the information.
Yeah,
Big barbarian.
big barbarian lady. Drink too
She
much.
sometimes have teeth or tail. She drinks too much.
You've never seen the teeth. You've never seen the teeth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Does
oh,
she
that's
sometimes have
right.
a tail?
Only Jana, I
She's got
think.
scars and tattoos. She's very distinct.
I don't remember if
Yeah.
you use your tail in the pit in the first fight.
She used her teeth.
No, I only used my
Yeah,
teeth
she didn't have to. So
And she
Balagar
wasn't there for
wasn't even there for the fight, I don't think, so he wouldn't have known it.
Okay.
But he says, yeah, she yells a lot, beat up everybody. She's bad for business.
Ren does not yell.
So
You
she's
yell when
been,
you get cranky. You get cranky a lot when you're not having enough drink. Cost me lots of drink. What's up, Celtic?
Yeah, that's true. She does. She does that.
Cranky.
So she's been in a fighting ring.
Yeah, duh. She's slave.
Yeah, duh.
She fight. Why?
What?
She fight a lot. She training. Big fight tonight.
Big slave
Big
fight,
fight.
tonight. Is that what I heard? Big slave fight tonight?
He didn't say that. He just said big fight.
No,
he doesn't. He
said
doesn't.
slave
Yeah,
before.
he doesn't respond to that.
Okay, frick. Izra is not happy. She's not happy. She's putting
Viva
some
la
things
revolution.
together now. Okay. Yeah, I think I will wait for just a little while, and if they don't come back in, like, let's say the next hour, I will absolutely love to have that escort. And do you happen to know the going rate for some papers from Caspar? No, not your wheelhouse. Okay,
No.
that's okay.
What a wheelhouse. We sell drink here. Drink and food.
Awesome. I will have here. She gives him like 10 silver, whatever this will get me.
Yeah.
And she
he
takes
gives
a
you-
seat
yeah,
at that
gives him
at
swill.
that far.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Just- yeah.
She stays at the far end of the bar, like away from people, and she'll wait for up to an hour, Def, and then after that, she's taking the guards to Caspar.
Well, hot damn. We wait that hour, and guess who all comes barging into the door? Well, don't we just like a tidy little bow and all that? Because as you're sitting there and getting some food that looks like it's, been 3 times warmed over and cooked. You're not sure what
She
kind of meat
tries
it
to
is.
go behind the bar and like cook herself. She's like, no, you don't use that spice.
No,
for
this
this
came
meat."
out from behind the through the kitchen area. But you know, go back there.
I
So,
can make it better.
no. No means no. Yeah.
Sounds very
It-
important.
It's right. But as you're trying to do all that, here comes Jana and Vix in some heated discussion. Yeah.
I mean, are we in a heated discussion?
I don't know. Yeah. Trying to talk about the man you just ran into. You're fighting over him apparently.
Oh, okay.
I see them come in the door.
You hear him, yeah. Yeah.
Over here.
Oh, hey. Where you been?
Just hanging out here waiting for you guys. Belagar, we were having a conversation, mentioned something about, Ren being in, a fighting pit. Totally makes sense. Totally, Ren. Definitely, Jana, I can see, she's making some money. Totally fits with what you were telling me. But then he dropped that she's a slave. And she's like whisper yelling.
I'm gonna message Isra and be like, yeah, that's a cover.
And scare him on.
No other way to get into the fighting pit. Anyway, let's I'm gonna send a quick little message to Moss. She still hasn't shown up yet. I'm getting a little worried.
As you're getting ready to do that, Moss walks right in the front door too.
What the fuck?
The band's back together.
Hashtag.
I mean, Jana doesn't say
Not
that,
yet.
but
Not
Malix is
yet.
pretty excited.
She just
We are
knew
missing
exactly where to go. Golly.
So
She was actually shown. You were actually semi-escorted by the goblins who brought you this way because they knew what your task is.
Gotcha.
So I've got lots of information to share, ladies. We should see if we can find somewhere a little bit more private to catch up.
Sure. Where should we go?
Balagar,
What now?
do you have a private room where we can adjourn to?
Hey, points to a table by a window.
I wait. I was to say, like, before anything else happens, Jana's gonna be like, "Come on, you got anything better for me? They're with me. They're all with me."
Why do I care?
Jana just is like, "All right, fair play."
Table.
Walks.
Best for you. Uh-oh.
Same
Point of
compensation as
inspiration for
before.
Moss. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Iser just
Thanks,
leans
Celtic.
over the bar and whispers, "Same compensation as before. If you can please give us somewhere private."
Go
Would you
use
have,
a
like,
room.
VIP room.
Go use a room.
Awesome. And she slides him 5 more, whatever, under a dish towel. I'm marking it off my inventory.
Yep. Okay. He's bewildered by what he's seen from the group. So, yeah. Motion's upstairs.
So, Iser shares all of the information that she has found out about the processing center, Pieta, the Nabuk whom she met, the Earth Dragon clerics, her idea that we need to start a revolution so that we're not the only ones fighting this, and anything else I'm not thinking of, but that we've gone over
As
this session in
soon
the
as
last session.
Isra says revolution, I like high five her.
Like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
You, me,
with
we're
the
thinking-
orcs,
I was gonna
With
say
the
we're
orcs-
sharing a brain because we had the same idea.
so
Saying.
apparently
Jana's gonna be like, "Yeah, exactly. One brain between the two of them." Toward Vix, like, "Ha ha." I'm making jokes.
Little Miss, you are already
No, I
in
was
trouble.
not. I said it
would
was to
not.
Vic. You two are high fiving. No,
I'm gonna kind of
can-
like
we're
give a
right
little
there.
snort of laughter, just like that was a good one, Jana. That's a good
Continue.
one.
Continue.
So apparently, the leader of the humans that apparently we need to speak with and try and get on board with this revolution idea is Caspar.
We met
the
him.
Goblin is good. The goblin is Gibbernose, Jana, who we were looking for before anyway. So apparently he's like some goblin leader, and maybe we need to like get him on our side. So they need to be both on Team Revolution, and then the leader of the orcs that's here in Highport that we're probably gonna have to just take them out is Neural Abbas. And here's where we think that they are, and I point out on my map where I've like put all this information.
So, love the idea. I love it. I think it's a good idea.
Look, and
however,
we've drawn symbol. Already started putting it around the city.
We got a symbol.
We have a little
Okay.
issue though. So
What?
I'm kind of supposed to kill Caspar.
What?
Well, you see, okay, I was alone with like 100 goblins, so I kind of had to go along with this, And QB he got out, and then I had to get him, and then he ate this rat, and then so basically, like, in order to not get killed or eaten or whatever goblins do to half elves, I had to kind of promise to kill some guy named Caspar. Yeah.
So that's a problem.
Well, yeah, because
Uh,
we need them to kind of be on the same team, at least temporarily.
Technically,
Okay,
we
so
don't
here's
really
the
need
thing.
the leaders to be on the same team. We need the underlings to be on the same team. Because you don't win a revolution with the leaders. You lead a revolution with the little guys.
Right. So I could make the goblins happy by killing Caspar, and that gets them on our side at least. But I mean, we're outnumbered 10-1, is my understanding. So yeah, there's that. But all I need to do is bring a ring and make them think he's dead. So I have a disguise kit. We could just like cover him in blood, let some people see him, get him to agree with that, and then they'll think he's dead, and he won't be. And then he'll know where they are, and then he could kill them. Isn't that anybody? Wait, I'm so confused. I just lost myself.
So guys, we have to go to a fight.
can't we,
fight
like,
pit thing tonight?
Yeah.
We gotta go do a fight pit thing tonight. Hopefully, we'll get Rin back. She's gone if you haven't noticed. We're gonna have to get her back, and then we could kind of go with the revolution thing from there. But I think Rin is kind of a little bit more important to get her back, and then we could.
Agreed.
We
and
want to do a revolution. That's great. I'm behind it. I'm here for it. Rin back first, though.
Agreed. We need everyone to pull this off anyway, and she would be pissed if we did anything about the Earth Dragons without her. So fight tonight.
Yes, wear your best clothes, I guess. He
Formal
said to wear
formal
your-
dress.
Yeah. I don't.
Brianna just
This
like
is what I've
dusts off
got.
her robe. I'm ready.
I lean over and kind of scrub off a little bit of dirt that's kind of just been crusted onto Jana's face over the last few weeks we've been traveling.
She doesn't mind. She's like,
I don't know when y'all have had a bath last. Actually,
I was gonna say, Duff, like, how much time do we have before this event starts?
probably not.
26 minutes.
you haven't asked.
We have to
Aisha
be
will
here at
run back down.
7:30.
I was gonna say, wouldn't Jana and Vix know?
Yeah.
Well, Vix just said something. Yeah.
Yeah, 7:30.
Okay.
So-
So DM, do we have time for Aisha to bribe somebody to sell us some clothes, some nicer clothes, and take baths before we have to try and talk them into letting 2 extra people in.
You don't have time for shopping. No, you don't.
Wait, hold one moment. Can I roll for this stuff?
Oh my God.
I was
Yeah.
feeling like very charitable and sweet and nice and kind one night, and when I couldn't sleep very well because I was feeding a cube, I sat and sewed up some eel skin things for the group.
Ah.
Okay.
We could be like
You don't-
total.
You talking about, you think you're going to try to tell me that you had time to sew up 4 full eel skin outfits? Is that what you're trying to throw down past me?
I would say
know,
we're
I
gonna
have
at least
that.
get one for Moss, so she's looking fly.
I mean, how we could look like a girl group. We'd have matching eel skin.
Spice
Oh,
Girls.
we back to Spice
Oh
Girls
my God,
again?
I have to let it go. Oh my God. Oh my God. So, okay, so apparently all of a sudden Moss pulls out these quite tailored eel skin
I was gonna
outfits.
say they're white too.
Yeah, they're white. Yes, that was a moray eel. Yes, it was a giant moray eel. It was white. I didn't know it had enough leather
could
on
just
it
make
to
me
for
roll
all
for
of
it.
y'all.
I
No.
mean, I will.
No, oh no, I have to humor you, you know, and appease the gods. Okay. So, and I know I don't, so just to go along with the RP there. So yes, since you humored me with me making Cubert get in some more trouble,
I may
then,
have thrown the idea at the tired GM.
yeah. Oh, Hubert's going to get in trouble all the time. So you can just start planning on that happening. So, and now he's got a cat. There's going to be a cat coming around shortly, probably. That's just going to be all sorts of troubles. So, okay. So we waiting on
in my
that.
glory, can I describe the eel skin costumes?
Go right ahead. Well, you're making
Okay,
them.
so Vix is the mini skirt dress one because she's Posh Spice, right? Is that what we decided?
Yep.
So she's got a mini and Isra is very Gwendolyn Christie Game of Thrones, you know, whatever you call
Google
that
is my
style.
Formal.
Formal. There you go. Jana.
I'm not wearing that, Moss.
Hang on.
She pulls her hood up.
It's a hoodie.
You don't want to let Caspar down now, do you, Jana? Come on
It's
now.
a hoodie
Y'all had a
dress.
thing
Listen,
going. You
she's
had a thing
gonna, like,
going.
You guys gotta understand too. You all just shared a bunch of stuff. Jana hasn't said a word, and all of a sudden she's like, "I'm not wearing that. They're expecting me in this." Okay, and that's it.
And I throw on something, whatever. I just had to put Vix in a mini skirt dress because posh.
That's fine.
Okay. So you,
Makes
you
us
got
get bored.
times for baths. Y'all actually got to bathe finally. It's probably been a couple of weeks. So
I have soap in my inventory. I give one to each of you.
I do too.
I
have soap
I
and
don't give one to
perfume.
Moss.
and make sure you use it. Okay.
Jana's gonna take a little bit of like Vicks vapor rub because she likes the smell of it, or she's gonna like
Oh
ask
my
Vicks for
God.
some like fun bath
Aye,
herbs
aye.
because she likes the smell of it.
That you can get at the druidsden.com. Yeah, there you go.
Can. All right, so we're bathed, we're dressed, we're ready.
Ready to go.
We're
Ready to
perfumed.
rock and
Okay.
roll.
I'm actually
So-
really
We're
excited. for this.
perfumed.
Yeah, y'all get ready. You come down, which Balagar didn't know that he had just donated. It was going to be a dressing room,
Oh,
for the Spice Girls to get ready for. And
Duff, did I have enough time to bring my familiar back out? To bring the owl with me?
If you wanted to cast it, and all, I have no,
Yeah, I'll just the owl will just say the
it's
owl is back.
Open season, baby. So
Well, yeah, it's fine. Or maybe it's a different. Maybe it's not an owl. It's like a. Maybe it's a.
Thanks, Nico.
It's a spider this time. It's in my pocket. It's a little
oh,
spider.
we're figured it was crawling in your hair, hiding in your hair.
Oh, that could work. It's on my
see,
shoulder, maybe. Yeah.
most do.
But yeah,
Okay.
I've got my familiar with me.
Yeah. So y'all are getting, and there's a hub. Yeah. So by the time y'all get ready, it's getting closer to the top of the hour, and you begin to see there's more activity, and there's a hubbub of activity coming from the docks, and you kind of y'all are getting down to your assuming that you're going to start making your way over to the pit. Yeah. and you've got a huge contingent of orcs that come through the dock area, straight up the road, there off of 6. As y'all are watching, because y'all are in 3, if I remember right. Didn't we say that the Angu Wolf was 3? Yeah.
Angu Wolf is 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all are watching that. And so there you will see a huge ship that has pulled in to the port area there, dropping yellow sails. And when this large contingent of orc has come from different parts of the city, and they surround some individuals, and they you can't quite tell. There's a few there's some dignitaries of some sort, and they bring them up the road, and you see a section of slaves are pulled off the ship, and they're run into the warehousing, which is the first area that they're, the slave area, the processing center that's there. It's not really just kind of a holding cell area that they pull the slaves in off the ship there. And a small, as this contingent of whoever these people are, kind of go past y'all, all of you, except for Mandy, since she's in the pit getting prepped, and roll me a perception check. Por favor. Haven't rolled dice in a while.
I know. I'm looking for it at this point.
What roll's he calling for? Okay.
Astra will use.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. Oh boy.
10.
Yeah. So a contingent comes up. One of them, a little small of them, break off. It is a guy. You can't quite get a look at his face. He's got a hood over his face, but it's a man, and he's got a couple of dwarves that are being pulled behind him in a cart. And they come by y'all and take a right turn, and they're headed toward the pit area. Okay. And a few other dignitary types are with this man. Another contingent, looks like it's 2 more, kind of think they're females from the way they're dressed. One, human features, wearing priestly outfits, maybe. Unfortunately, you didn't roll high enough there, Isra, but Jana and Vix did. Moss did too. Earth cultist robes are on this female priest, that you can tell, and they are sparkly clean. And this is somebody of importance. And then there's another one that is before her, and you can see that when they came out and moved forward, they're kind of keeping their distance. Not only the orcs look a little skittish. It's an elf woman. But what throws you off, you can't really make out her features of her face or see her. It's almost like her skin is dark black. You can't tell. Kind of an aura around her, but it's blackish in nature. It's no way to really explain what you're seeing. It's not like a blur spell, but it's just this force around her, but there's blackness emanating from her. And those two ride up with the main contingent of the orcs, ride up and are headed straight. You can tell that the road that they're taking, they're headed straight south. They're not going to the.
Is there any indication that they are slavers?
Well,
are they wearing yellow?
Well, not on the dignitary, not the 2 you saw.
But with the elven woman who's like blurred out and everything, you said there's orcs with her.
They're all wearing yellow sash. They're big time. Yeah, most certainly. And there's a contingent of them that came off the ship that definitely look like They are bodyguards, and there's actually a man that's with the female elf, the female elf, which you can tell looks like kind of a barbarian type dude, fighter, but he's dapper in nature, so clean cut, long hair. Seem to have this a lot, and they run into the guys with long hair. But he motions for the orcs, and this elf just keeps her head straight forward, and she just rides up, and then comes the priestess. Let me put it that way, and her contingent of people, and they're riding north at a good clip, and some more carts come. You see, there's. The slaves go off in the process, but then there's a couple more. There's some supplies, and a couple of wagons are full down, and one wagon that's huge, and it's heavy, and it's weighted down with a bunch of stuff. It looks like but it's got tarps over it. Can't see what it is and all that. And they're guarding it all as they make their way, not north but south toward the, the check-in point 18, and number that they're headed that way. You can tell. And everybody stops and waits as that contingent goes through. And then y'all can make your way to the fight pit. Okay? Unless you got any other questions. Wanted to know anything else?
No.
Okay? Yep.
No.
We're good.
All righty. So you make your way to the fighting a bit. Let's bring that map back up. No, that's Caspar's place. I always do that. Where is it? That's not the safe house. Oh my God. Why do I do this every time? I get the name of it. Okay, the name. All right. So here we come. We're not going to need the high port map the rest of the night here. All right. So, Vix and Jana are here, and we've got Izra, and we've got Moss, and you've got contingent of, there is all sorts types making their way here. It's a big night, but you can tell that they're not letting the riffraff in, nobody, not, coming in at all. Unless you have, the right bona fides and all that. And what do y'all do?
Is there any guard?
There are guards everywhere. There are guards everywhere. Like I said,
Any
they
guards
are.
that we might recognize from when we interacted with Casper earlier in the day?
Don't all bugbears look alike?
Well, it's a little...
You can ask. No, yeah, there are bugbears around. I don't know if were you really paying attention to the bugbears?
We were we were two females in an unfamiliar place with a bunch of creatures around us. Of course, we were paying attention.
Oh,
True story.
please! So you can see.
I mean, it's true.
Okay, y'all are fighters. Like y'all are scared of anything.
Jana's gonna just go up to the closest guard and be like, I'm here for Casper.
Oh,
Bring
one
him to
moment.
me immediately.
That's funny.
And she just
to me
steps
immediately.
Immediately, that's right.
She's in front of the group now. Come on, let's go.
The city has changed you, Jana.
Did she put on the eel skin baby doll? Come on.
No. You know what, Lori? I did actually roll off screen, and no, she's not putting it on. She's in her robe. She's in her black cloak.
All righty. So
I mean, she braided her hair a little bit, but it's still in her face,
I was gonna say I sure would have offered to do your hair.
Yeah, it's in one long braid, but she still has the fringe out. She looks like she cleaned off her cloak. She doesn't look bad, but she's still in her cloak.
All righty, let me fix this. So so they go and do that. And Token, come here, Token. Where are you? Token.
Well, I guess if it's just the three of us in our cute little costumes, we'll just be Destiny's Child instead of the Spice Girls.
There you go. I like it.
Okay. So
yeah.
You go,
Vince
yeah, you
could be
relate it, and they
Beyonce.
run off, and yes, and so comes back, and a couple of bugbears that are a little bit dapper looking and kind of pulling at their clothes. They don't, they didn't know that bugbear had
Not
formal.
used to it.
No, they're not. No, they're not. And they come up and they motion for you can walk in. Yes, they open the doors, and you can walk into the fighting pit area. And
All of us.
Yeah. They didn't know any better.
I'll gesture to the others.
Yeah.
But I kind of like gesture that they follow.
So you walk
behind me.
in, this immaculate
Whatever,
place and all that, and you're going to see that there are a couple of men, and some guards that are at the balcony, and Yaspar waves. It's one of them's not Yaspar, Casbar waves to you, and
I'll
just
just
kinda-
like,
yeah. So the guards met you, and you're going to see this
we
other
go.
man that's kind of standing with them. And y'all move around the corner, or go around the outside area, and come into play, and you're going to see Casbar sitting there, and you're going to see this other dude.
What the
Who is
What's this one look like?
Okay.
Did you pull these off of romance novels?
I'm not
swear he
saying
does.
anything. So, okay. Here's what he looks like. Yeah. Oh, okay.
That is
I
is
think
a
he's
terrible-
totally getting him off of
motherfucker
romance
is that?
covers.
Yes. And so, and this guy's looking like, he's he owns the world, and he's just he's sitting in Caspar's chair. Okay. But feet, cocked up, feet propped up, got a wine glass in his hand, and he's just, he's just kind of sitting there, and Caspar motions for y'all to come in, and he kind of looks back toward
Can I
this
stand
guy.
in between them?
You can stand wherever you want to. The token should be unlocked. Here, I'll unlock them. Yeah. So you move in, and you come up, and this guy's, he just kind of looks up at you, cocks an eyebrow a little bit. Then he's turned back. He not paying much attention to you. Now there are a contingent of guards, hobgoblin guards and all that lining the wall, stuff like that. So, and you've seen them lining the walk-in areas too. Yeah. And he says, "My ladies, thank you for coming. Let me introduce you to the one and only Dirk." What did I say his last name was? Because
Ben Goose.
Yeah.
Ben's Goose.
Bendigoos, yes.
Thank
Dick,
you, yes.
Dirk Bendigoos.
Couldn't read my writing.
Yes. He steps up. He goes, "Are these your ladies of the night?" Caspar.
You
I
wish,
sure
buddy.
laughs. She like snort laughs.
Sure.
Don't you have enough money for the better? He goes, "What are we waiting on?"
Stops laughing.
Jana's gonna step up and be like, "Yeah, what are we waiting on?" Like she's like, let's
Get these winches away from me. I'm here for the fight.
Jana's gonna
All we've
hiss at
heard
him
is the
and
talk
step back.
of this barbarian of yours. Let's just see if she's good enough to beat the brothers. And Casbar's kind of looking a little worried. But he's also got disgust for this guy. He's just kind of looking at y'all like, not much I can do. But he says, "Please take seats. The fight shall begin soon." And he kind of walks up and he says, bring up the contestants." He kind of yells out and all that. And, so there is a walkway that you're pulled through, Ren, and there's a holding cell, and you're in it now. You know the cell well. Any questions? Any comments?
Yeah, I wanted to.
Do you see Ren?
Not yet. Y'all don't know
wanted
where she's
to
at.
at
Jana
least-
knows. Jana's seen it, but
Yeah.
the rest of y'all have never known that
Well-
what's going on.
So before it starts, though, I want to try and whisper to Vix without. I gotta think what I want to say without the others, the gentleman hearing, to not drink anything that they give her, in hopes that she.
You were
passes
not
the
offered,
message
and you weren't
across
offered any either. I'll let you know.
Okay, that
Yeah.
helps, but I want to like whisper to Vix, and then I'll like kind of gesture across that, maybe like seeing if she can pick up on that. I'm trying to like have her message to others, but if she doesn't pick up on it, then that's fine.
I'll
But
roll perception.
Can I whisper that over to Vix? Yeah.
Well,
Ice
you're
Rush
gonna.
just
Are,
gonna
let me
be-
ask, are you first trying to cast a spell? Because the whisper does go
right.
through a casting.
Wait,
Hey,
what?
to-
So
Wait.
she's whispering to me. She's whispering to me, like.
I'm
physically,
Oh, I thought she was doing the
literally
spell
whispering.
whisper. Oh,
no.
Okay, okay. I'm like, wait a second,
No,
man.
I'm
I'm thinking
actually just
message.
like,
Yeah,
hey,
der-
like,
okay.
you know.
Yeah. You call over. Casbar Casbar's all out of sorts, and this Dirk guy is just kind of sitting there, and he's he's looking impatient, and he's just he's looking down at. He's really got his eyes over where y'all don't know, but he's looking where Ren's at. He is wanting to know. He's wanting to see who's going to come out of there.
Right.
And-
Once Jana like tells me like not to drink anything, I'm gonna kind of get the attention of Moss and Isra, and I'm kind of gonna go like this, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, just.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Caspar gets this. Y'all are doing all this, and there's a signal from a couple hobgoblins down on the floor, and they go back up and barricade the walk area and all that. They're not too worried about the steps, but fighters know they can't go up on the steps. And they give a nod to Caspar, and he yells at us, and he basically throws his hands up, and he goes, "Tonight we are graced by the great Dirk here and the brother." What did I got to call their names? The brothers Winterguards, and against our own Ren. And then he kind of thinks, I don't know if I ever asked her last name. And when he says Ren, y'all begin to hear there's a slight murmur of the people that are there and outside, and you hear Ren. They're like cheer. Yeah, it's a murmur that they know who she is, and this gets Dirk pissed. Y'all just kind of see his hair, bristle up and all that, and he's like, and he walks up and he says, "So she's made a mark here already. Shall we double the wager?" And Caspar just kind of, his color drains from his face and all that. And do I have a choice? And he goes, "No, but
Do
I have
we
at
hear
least."
this?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dirk he has not a clue. Is even paying attention that y'all are even in the booth area. Okay.
Good to
And
know.
you could easy to see. And Caspar's kind of looking, and he's wriggling his. Okay. Yeah. If I don't have a choice. Oh, look at it. Look, really? I'm already getting this stuff. Well, guess what? We're going to have to hold it, because we're going to announce. So what happens? So we're going to be holding here. You didn't know I was actually going to get to this fight, did you? So he says, "Let the contestants enter the ring." And you hear the first door opens up. Yes. And y'all will see Ren come out of the gate to what would be that's the south there. And like I said, yeah, you hear some cheers and a few of the hobgoblin guards and some orcs, the locals and all that are at least in here and all that. You hear this Ren. They are cheering her name. And then as Caspar is getting ready to yell out, and he's let out, and he goes, Dirk just oversteps, "Winterguard, show us your might." And the door opens up, and these two dwarf men stepping out. Now there's, I wanted to use their pictures because they were kind of look like this. They look like twins.
Oh.
Yep. And what I forgot to make sure we'll give it to Mandy. We'll start because the fight will be next week. Yeah, you will get the cestus. Basically, they've got y'all's hands wrapped up, and there are metal plate spikes in the knuckle areas. And so there's a little extra damage you're going to get to do based on the hits and all that. I think I'm not sure if I gave you yours. Maybe I did, because I don't see it in the party sheet. So
I don't think you did.
Checking in, and then I will put those on. I will get those recreated. I thought I'd created them, but I had not. Okay. They're maybe in the items deal. Okay. And they're backed up. And these guys, yeah, they are dwarfs, a little bit bigger than your normal dwarf, definitely brawny. And you looking at them, Mandy, you may make me a perception check with advantage.
Okay.
And he's so close to getting her fight. Here it is. Yeah. So you are, through your training and all that, hearing, you can tell that these guys are connected in their fighting, that they've got a few tricks up their sleeves, and they seem to have ability, that they work in conjunction with each other. And so there's, you can just kind of tell that they're, we're still going to do our, when we fight, it will be random initiative at the top of each order, but they will go on their own initiatives. Each one has their own. Okay. And they seem to be able to, tell that they work in conjunction in some of their stuff. You could just tell that the odds were stacked against you, at least in their minds. So, and they are itching to fight as they kind of just look at each other, then look at you and give each other a wink. And like I said, that is where we will hold until next Saturday. Ooh. When the bell will be rung, ding, 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 ding. And we'll see what happens.
Hey, Duff.
Yes.
While we were there, can I just ask, did there happen to be any papers of note on the table, like slaver papers or anything good that I could steal?
Nope.
No?
Nothing. No. Just some drink, just a few cups of wine.
No, like papers to get through checkpoints.
You didn't see anything like that. Not laying out in the open. No. But I will give you that and asking and all that. You look at the stuff. There's some of the there are some orc guards there too with the hobgoblins. They have got yellow sashes on them. Okay. Definitely do. That are up there and surrounding that area, along with the hobgoblins. Okay. Yep. Definitely granted there. Okay. So yes, the bell has been rung. When we come back, Mandy is back up on the table, plus whatever else these four up here in the visitors booth, watching down to cheer Ren on. We will keep what was just given to I don't want to, but I will. So we have a critical hit already for you, Ren. Mandy, write that down.
Nice.
Right off the bat. Yeah, and I've already got a disadvantage. Thanks a lot. So, and, I got an advantage. I've got an advantage and a disadvantage. There we go. Thank you. Okay. So that's what I was trying to get to see what the hell's going to happen here now. All right. So we will hold and, put y'all back on the table. The gang is back together, pretty much, somewhat.
Woohoo!
Good job, ladies. Very good. Any other questions before we call it? Nope. Mandy, you ready?
Nope.
You ready to throw down next week? She has been biting her tongue, so Eddie got a big run at the very first here, but she luckily, graciously, last couple of sessions has just kind of done her thing. So we're going to put the spotlight back on her in this fight with the dwarves. Folks, that's it. Thank y'all very much. Thank Gary Kahn group for coming over. Make sure get back up. We, like I said, streaming starts back up tomorrow with Jason Charles Miller's game. I believe that's 1 Pacific, and then we've got Stefan's at 4 or 5 Pacific time, and plenty else going on. More giveaways from D&D Beyond. Some level up dice codes, Hero Forge codes, and donations for Extra Life that actually go to helping the players in their game. So that being said, we're going to call it there. Take care, folks. We are the Rejects, and we will be back next week for a full week of programming. So take care. See ya.
Bye, buddy.
Boo.
Son of a gun. You thought I was going to say son of a bitch, didn't you?